Indeed.
Hey everyone, welcome to Overworked Nerds. Yeah, don't worry, they can't see you right now. Yeah, this is a show where a bunch of friends who are super busy get together each week and play Dungeons and Dragons together. We love it. It's so fun. So, what is that?
You can't see us, but you can hear us, so we're like just really top-tier humor.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so, beyond the ghosts that have got in, we do have a few announcements tonight, starting with our show sponsor, Next Gen 3D. Liz, do you want to talk about dice trays?
I do want to talk about dice
Sweet.
trays. Because dice trays is something that I didn't think mattered, and then we got these really cool ones. I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. It's super awesome because you can customize tons of the portions, and then they're module, so you can move it around. You have a dice jail. So when you have a D20 that is sabotaging all of your plans, you can put it in jail and really, show them who's boss so that your rolls get in order. So they are super cool, tons of options, and you should check them out. They're a local small business, and they support local streamers like us, which is super cool. Jimmy's going to drop a link in the chat, and you can go there and even get 20% off with code OverworkedNerds20.
Yeah.
Thanks, Next Gen.
Amazing. Clark, you have something, an announcement, or yeah, a thing to talk
Something
about.
to share.
Sorry, this is not a joking time. This is serious.
It's kind of hard to not joke
Transition.
at a D&D
Yeah.
table with
Yeah.
ghosts.
Transition. We're downshifting,
trays.
going downhill.
Well, I just wanted to take a moment to just allow us to take the opportunity to try to help promote awareness for a horrible natural disaster that has hit the southeast of the United States recently. Many of y'all are quite aware of the hurricane that has blown through, and in addition to our typical down trees that we get with things like that have hurt people in their homes, we've also had immense flooding everywhere. Dams have broken, towns have flooded. Many people have been displaced from their homes. Many people have lost their life or been injured. And the effects of that is still being felt, and it's still happening as recently as a biolab recently exploded in Georgia, who spread chlorine gas and displaced numerous people as they were being evacuated.
Yeah.
So it continues to happen. It's a very real thing. We feel it very keenly being here in the southeast, although we are all safe. But we have added some resources to our website, overworkednerds.com/help. If you feel called to help in some way, there's lots of resources about sending supplies or even just donating funds to various causes. So please give that a look.
Thanks, man. All right, Jimmy.
What's up?
What do you want to tell people about our
And right in the chaos again.
Hi.
social media stuff?
Patreon.
We have social media, right?
The V.
Oh,
Tell us all
I didn't
about
want to
it.
do this on camera.
Uh-oh. Oh,
I'm
no.
so sorry, Finn.
The V.
The V.
Look away.
I hate it
The
so
scales
much.
are peeling.
Yeah.
Children watch
Quite
this
literally.
show.
Shedding his skin.
Oh my gosh. All right. So
I
everyone,
thought I was pale.
we're on a ton of social media platforms. For the most part, we all hang out in the Discord. We're in there every day. We're posting cool photos of like our pets or like any new dice or any of the new games we're all excited about. We're interacting and engaging inside of our Discord all the time. And we've also got an Instagram that we're highly active on. We're posting really funny content there all the time. Clark's humor is a little old, so he doesn't think everything's funny. So.
Join the club, buddy.
And so our Instagram's really active, our Discord's really active. But overall, there's a ton of places where you can get connected with us. So if you just go into the Twitch profile and then click About, you should see all of our social media profiles. Pick one, any one, get connected with us, join in on the conversation, and come be a part of our community. We'd love to have you as a follower as a subscriber or just as a friend and supporter on any of our channels.
A nerd.
A nerd. We'd
Be
love for
a
you to
nerd.
be an overworked nerd with us.
Or maybe just a nerd. You don't have to be overworked.
But you should be.
But you should be.
Overwork yourself.
Exactly.
Capitalism.
Stop.
Or have a healthy work-life balance.
Boo.
Boo.
Guys,
These
it's not
guys are
fair.
just jealous that I spend most of my time
It's not
outside.
fair because Clark's work is paddling and sipping on beers in the Georgia forests. So of course he's like,
Yeah, we paddle a forest. That's really cool.
I said what I said.
That's actually, I would definitely do that way too much. So, Clark, work more.
Work more.
See, you have the least excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
I travel everywhere.
You what?
I travel
Oh, you travel.
all over.
I know why I heard tremble.
I tremble.
I tremble.
Tremble.
I tremble.
You know, let me tell you about what Liz put in a group text earlier today.
No,
Oh.
you misread it.
Oh no.
She's talking all about panty supplies.
Pantry.
Wow. All right. Anyway, before our stream gets flagged, we'll jump into tonight's episode.
Super mild compared to some of the other things that have been said.
So, the last time we left off, our adventurers awoke still recovering from an intense battle the night before. Azariah, Moradark, and Ainsora decided to return to the scene of the crime, or the combat, to search for clues and kind of look through some bodies maybe. But as they arrived, they realized that the City Watch had already taken to the scene and sort of blocked it off. And upon their arrival at the scene, they began to be questioned by the investigator who was leading this, the investigator Balasar. He was informed that the events were caused by an apparent attempt on the life of the lorekeeper of Arendor, Dante Purnell. After learning this, the investigator asked the group to accompany him to the library to speak with the lorekeeper. And once they arrived at the library, Dante was very displeased to see the group. He was also not very happy with the investigator's line of questioning. And so, in an attempt to manipulate the situation, Dante used magical means to retell the narrative within the minds of those present. However, this enchantment failed to affect Moradark, who was secretly inhabited by the Archfey Lorathiel. Sensing the opportunity, Lorathiel asserted his dominance, making it clear that Dante was not the one in control in this situation. His pride quelled. Dante asked the group to leave. But as they were getting ready to leave, Poppy and Marcus arrived. And Marcus immediately became suspicious of Moradark, sensing a fey nature about him. And so he confronted him, and as the tension built, and Dante himself realizing that in this situation he was not in control, he decided to become much more agreeable and to become helpful. So, assisting the party for the first time as the Lordkeeper of Arendor, he began offering vital information about the conflicts of the Fae, and he also gave them a very special item to help shield from unwanted spying. So, we pick up here within the inner library chamber of the Library of Alphaik. So, you have the information that Dante told you last time. Are you all looking for anything else, or are you finished in the library and ready to leave?
Wait, I got a book, right?
You did, yes.
Okay. Can you remind me what the book was?
So it was more of a historical tone that kind of recounted the events surrounding the Fey Rift War. and the the conflicts of the Fae was mentioned in it as well.
I think for me, this has been super bizarre, and I'm just kind of concerned with getting out of here, maybe going back to the inn and spending time in the book.
Okay.
Yeah. Were we all together? I think I walked off a little bit,
So
but I guess I
sure.
can rejoin.
I was the
Dark
only
is no
one.
longer there.
Well,
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
you
just kind of
left.
off with Dante, and you guys were kind of doing your
I took Dante
to go find the book.
to go find the book.
Right. I don't believe that I went off anywhere.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
kind of in the vicinity,
All right.
but I know that you guys are actively trying to find a way to stop this bad boy.
To turn that away.
So, you are currently still somewhat of a standoff, and as you have this conversation with Marcus, he looks at you somewhat frustrated. He stows his blade and turns and storms out of the library, walking past you, Lorathio, and kind of bumps you with his shoulder on his way out as he leaves.
Sayonara, Fire Lord.
Oh my gosh, I just remembered something. Mordic.
Ridiculous.
Um,
Okay. I don't even.
As he storms out, you watch as Ainsora, somewhat concerned, she looks to you all and then she decides to kind of run after him. But Hobby, as you go back into the library to sit and study, you notice that kind of further back off to his self, there is an individual that you didn't notice before, and as he stands scanning the rows and rows of books, he's currently holding a book in his hand, reading from it, and then you see there are two other tomes that are just floating in the space around him, and he looks from one to the next, and hey, Craig.
Hey, Greg.
What if you went to the restroom?
That would be perfect.
That would be.
Dad?
All right, so
Are you there?
yeah, we'll come back to that.
That's fine. I'm gonna kind of get down in my spot, just keep reading the book and checking on this odd person, trying to get a read on them.
Okay.
So yeah, if that helps you.
Yeah, make an insight check.
Oh, okay. I didn't mean a real, but I'll go
Oh,
for
real
it.
read, yeah.
Real read.
She's really reading in this library.
Really? That is 19.
19. This individual, they seem to be deep in their studies. But if you, Craig, don't mind telling Poppy what she sees.
You see an elf. Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
trying to be so sneaky. I'm
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So he's got a book in his hands like this, and he's writing in it. And there are two books floating on either side of him. And he's looking at this book, writing notes down, and looking at this book and writing his notes down. He is a beautiful elf, sun elf, high elf. His hair is so blonde that it's almost white. His eyes are so blue that they almost glow, and he looks like he would fall over if you looked at him cross-eyed, frail.
Pretty boy.
But he's reading two books at once,
Oh, he was on that
taking
last
notes.
long.
All right. So, Rebel, what's your passive perception?
14.
14. How
Not very stupid.
inconspicuous are you trying to be with your staring? Or are you staring, or are you just?
I'm like stealing glances because I haven't
Okay.
seen tons of people around, and also we just had a whole shenanigan go down.
Yep.
This is a very interesting person. So I guess I don't know. Do you want me to roll? Like I'm not super stealthing, but I'm not just obviously staring.
That's because
I
you
didn't know
can't
you-
stealth.
I didn't know you could
Shut
stealth.
You know what?
I'd say in that instance with the 14, you would notice like at some point like you guys would make eye contact. Like your passive perception is high enough that you would eventually like catch the glance across the room from also a high elf. And yeah, if you want, Papa, you can describe your character with.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it. Okay, so I am Poppy Guinness. I'm also a high elf. A little bit younger, a mess of curly, like chocolate brown hair. I'm trying to think. I'm like, it's so weird because you just assume these things. Yeah, I mean, that's most of it. She seems a little timid and out of place. You can tell that her clothes definitely seem like from a very humble background, but for some reason are...
That's what I was looking for. I'm like,
Yeah.
what social strata would he perceive you as?
But for some... Like, I look like somebody who has worked. Like, I have to, make my way. But I also, for some reason, have very shiny plate armor on. It's very at odds with just who I look like as a person. And also my clothes that seem more humble, not in bad repair, just a little bit more humble. And I wear a amulet with the symbol of Alamar.
Remind me again, Alamar is...
I think Lathander, but
Got it.
female goddess.
I remember that now. That's interesting. Okay, so how would he react?
Green eyes, not bad looking. Just a normal person.
Not bad looking, you say.
Not ugly. Next campaign. Ugly.
All ugly characters. Next campaign.
Fascinating. Are you here to...
Holding a book. Sorry, I guess that's the other thing.
attack me, or are you here to fetch me a drink? I'm confused.
I wasn't intending on attacking you until the latter.
Most people do not wear the shiny armor in the library.
Well, I'm a traveler. I'm not just here to be in a library all day. You're very bold and inquisitive.
Yes, why thank you. The head librarian, his desk is that way. Thank you.
So,
Did you tell him?
what's that?
You told him, didn't you?
I didn't tell him anything. maybe a little bit. So what are the two of you doing as this is happening? Azariah, you've recently reacquired your memory of the past day, as it was. And currently you're standing in the hall. Marcus and Ansora have run off, and Dante is standing before you.
Oh, I thought Dante had walked away after he gave me the thing.
He gave you the
Don't remember
thing.
the thing.
And
I
then,
just know it's a thing.
yeah, and then time froze for a week. So,
And the memory wipe is still very strong
yeah.
on me, not Azariah. So Dante is still there. He hadn't walked off yet.
Yes. Can I help you with anything else? Or will that be all?
Well, your recent cooperation and your willingness to help provide something that may help us with the Mordic situation will it doesn't necessarily earn trust back, but it's helpful. Just please don't. Just include me. You don't, like, the memory wipe, all that stuff, completely not necessary.
I apologize. That was unnecessary. I'll be in my office if you or your companions need anything further. And he heads back up the stairs. As he is heading up, you see that, like, coming back down the stairs against him is a small gnome, and the top of the, kind of like as the stairs reach the curve point where you can kind of, he goes out of sight. You can see he pauses and begins to have like a short conversation with him, and gnome continues down the stairs. Once he reaches the bottom, morning. Excuse me. Just kind of moves past you into the library. And Revel and Poppy.
I'm gonna throw one of my hard candies at his book.
Oh, go for it. You make an attack roll, I guess.
Horrible waste of hard candy.
Are you
They
trying
don't
to do
have any-
this like sneakily, or are you just like?
Yeah.
Okay. So make an attack roll, and then a stealth check.
Okay, so listen, I rolled a 2.
Okay.
A 2 for the attack.
I would say he doesn't even notice a 2 hard candy. If he is deep in his book, the candy
For my
flies
stealth,
over him.
do you still need me to roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Revel, you hear
It's
like
another 2! This
something,
is going in
like,
jail.
behind you,
Disadvantage
like you hear like a little like tick on the wall behind you,
2.
and then as you like
It's
turn,
the seat.
and then you look back,
It's the
and you can
seat.
see like Poppy like quickly pulling her hand back and then picking the book up, and just kind of like looks
My
up
book?
at you. No, she's holding a
No.
book. So,
I'm
Okay.
also holding a...
yeah.
I don't know what this tome looks like, but
So
I am holding a book.
the tome that you have, it's kind of it's history, so it's hardbound, but the cover itself is not very worn. It seems almost new, but or it seems like it hasn't been used much. So
Okay.
it's an older book, but it does seem like it just hasn't really been opened. So still in,
I am trying to read this book.
but yeah, the pages kind of like they don't turn very well.
A little crisp.
Yeah.
I just rolled 3 2s in a row,
Yeah.
so I think it's this spot, and now I'm really mad at you for putting me in the corner.
You're in the same place you've always been.
What does that even mean?
Did I recognize the book?
So
Is her book interesting to me? More interesting
Yes.
than my 2 books now that she's drawn my attention?
3 books.
now that she's drawn your attention, you look up and you notice the title of this tome is the history of the Fey Rift War, and that immediately like sends your antenna up as I haven't seen this particular tome before. Like this hasn't been brought to you by the archivist or by the lore keeper for whatever reason, but now she has it.
I am quite familiar with this library. I'm not familiar with this book. What is it that you study?
I think you can tell by the title.
The Fey Rift War was a clash of mighty powers. What is your interest?
Seems that whenever it's brought up, over half the people I talk to about it don't even understand that it happened. And so I want to know the reality. What happened, when, why, with who.
With my background as a sage and my expertise in magic, I would be familiar with
Yeah.
the Fey Rift War. Okay. Just making sure. I'd read your notes, but I just wanted to make sure.
I also have a quick question. How
Sure.
much of this will Raphael be hearing?
So where are you currently?
Still in the library, just not within the general vicinity.
Gotcha. So you kind of You stay like in the hall, so there's like a long hallway, and then it opens up into a much larger library. So you kind of are hanging in the hall. Bits and pieces, you would can make a perception check and try and, if you wanted to try to actively listen in from where you are.
Would I have caught anything around the title, and then they say really what Peak Lorathiel is? They said Fey Rift War.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say make a perception check.
Well, 19 plus is mod, so which one is perception? Is that intelligence?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. So 20.
Yeah.
But
So-
it's also a skill. So if you have the skill, you get that bonus
I've got a
as well.
funny sheet right now.
Got it.
Yeah. He is not himself at the
Got
moment.
it.
This is a wonky evening.
Yes.
But yes, you do hear amongst a bit of other chatter, like the mention of the Fey Rift War in the book that Poppy is currently reading. And that's kind of, again, kind of like piques your interest. You hear that.
As I look their direction, are there any like shelves or like just little corners I could tuck around to get closer?
Oh, so the walls are lined with bookshelves that are ceiling height. So from floor to ceiling, about 25 feet up, it's books all the way around.
Around the walls.
Around the walls.
But then just kind of
Every-
in the center of the room, wherever they're engaging with each other, is there
Yeah.
anywhere that like I could be in proximity to them but out of their line of sight?
Out of their line of sight would be really difficult. There isn't a partition or stanchion, anything. Like once you enter this room, it is very open, and you could try to like slip around to get to the side of a bookshelf, but even that would still be exposed. So
Okay.
I would say you can make a deception check to try and make it seem like you are just sort of meandering, not listening, but
That's what. Yeah. Okay.
Could also choose not to.
Well, I'm gonna try to just kind of casually position myself just in the area. Maybe I'll pretend to ponder some of the books
sure.
with another 19, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, the two of you do see this very large dragonborn enter the library, but he seems like not interested at all what you all are talking about currently.
I wouldn't have noticed him anyway. I am now, like, this
Totally.
is interesting. This
Yeah.
book. Well, not Poppy. The book.
The book. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
wait, there's a book in this library I don't know about a subject that I really am interested in. Did you get that? Did you get that from the lore master?
Yes. Why?
What did you ask him?
I pretty much told him what I told you, that I needed to know if this war actually happened and the legitimacy. Why? Why do you care?
Tabernacle, I've never seen this book. I would like to read it.
I'm reading it.
Okay.
You have 3 books.
Would you like to trade me that book? 2 books.
What are your books about?
Well, this book is my book of magic.
That sounds
And
like
he
your
does
best book.
he does a little prestidigitation, that's a word. I really liked it when it used to be called thaumaturgy. And just does some sparkles and magical effects around himself. But yeah.
What are your books about?
These 2 books, I am studying magic, I am studying spells. Not as powerful as this magic of the Fey Rift, but
Oh,
more pedestrian magic.
I think this book is just history, not spells. And I don't think that I can do the kind of spells that you're learning about. But once I'm done with it, it'll be returned to the library. What do you know about the Fey Rift War? You're one of the only people who has heard of it at all.
As I understand, it was an attempt to pierce the weave, to connect many different planes of existence in a way that should not be, that failed. But I do not know much more. But the power to do such a thing, I am interested in another kind of magic, in the magic of protection, in the magic of saving, and but I am interested in how to, I don't know how you say it, power up this magic. And they had much power in the Feyrift War.
Power can be dangerous, even if you're trying to use it to protect people. To
Yes, danger,
to
yes.
heal people. I mean, do you just sit in here and read books all day, or do you actually help people and practice magic? Have you ever seen it gone wrong? Do you know how awful that is? I don't think you do. Not at
I've
all.
had a spell fail occasionally, but
Oh, and now you just want access to a bunch of power to fail occasionally.
he's kind of taken aback that you're adding him like this.
You can tell there's like something, she almost looks like I almost look like I'm going to cry a little bit. Like, obviously this is twinged something for me.
This is... You seem to be involved in curious events.
Fate is odd.
I would like to know more. Would you care to join me for a drink?
You know what? You're so weird, but yes, that would be great. That would be great. Dealt with enough weird people that I already know. Might as well meet a new one.
I'm assuming, with my background in this city, that I would either have access to my parents' house or to a private club of some sort.
You would have access to either.
We're really splitting the party this time.
I just want to know what's the D&D equivalent of Netflix and chill when it involves books.
My dump stat is charisma. He has no Netflix and chill.
Read and sip.
Negative Riz.
What is my charisma?
Sorry.
It's not good. It's not good.
Azariah, what are you currently doing?
So I'm still at the bottom of the stairs. Did
I mean, if you just want to stand at the bottom of the stairs,
left
dude.
Well, no, I don't want to stand at the bottom of the stairs. I was just,
Alright.
letting them have their moment
All right.
without interrupting them.
It's a busy corner of the library today. Usually it's
Yeah.
just me.
Would I have, out of the corner of my eye or from where I'm standing, possibly seen this flamboyant displays of sparkles and whatever that...
Yeah, the prestidigitation you would have noticed.
Okay.
From where you are.
I, now that my attention has been brought to this individual in the corner, and realizing that he is engaging with Poppy, I would like to make my way over towards them. Do I see him?
Yeah, you can see Mordark. He is like moving around and kind of like looking at some of the books on the shelves. He seems like otherwise consumed by whatever he's looking for.
And from, I probably should roll for this. Would I know, or would he appear to still not be himself? Would he still be acting out of character?
Oh, sure. Make an insight check.
Right. That's a 9.
A 9.
So to give him a little bit of help, would Moridark stand around and look at books?
Stop metagaming.
That's fair.
I mean,
That's actually really fair. On second thought, I have zero interest in.
it's
It's not Mordark.
well, Marcus told you quite plainly that something was
I
different.
mean, I know
that
something's
wasn't
amiss.
Mordark.
I just don't know after we parted ways in the conversation.
I think I knew. Because wasn't I standing with Marcus?
You all,
No,
all of you
I
were
was
in
there.
there.
I was
Oh,
there
okay.
for
Yeah.
So you
all
know
this.
that it's Lorathiel.
Yes.
Oh,
I
okay,
know
sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, I know it's more dick. But
It just sounds like more
After-
dick. It just sounds like a compliment.
I actually put that in the chat because I'm like, what is it?
He was
What?
like,
I saw that.
more dick.
I
Sounds like a
I
problem.
really don't like the character that he's playing right now in game, Azariah really dislikes everything about this, and so I just can't bring myself to call him by his name. There was a legitimate moment where
You don't
Mordic
deserve to be.
literally just came out of my mouth, and it's just stuck.
I don't like the way he worded that.
What stuck in your
I don't
mouth?
like
Yeah.
the way you worded that at all.
I said
And that concludes
to
tonight's
Kyle
stream.
this morning that I wasn't going to cuss. I was going to keep it clean and professional and stay in character. Y'all are making it a little difficult.
This is a wonky night, all right?
No, be in character, but you don't have
Came
to.
out of my
No one,
mouth.
Hey, we're gonna get some real great clips.
Oh
out of
my
this.
gosh. All right, cool.
Subscribe.
Y'all, I want everybody to know that I showed up an hour early thinking that we were supposed to start at 4.
Yeah.
Legitimately thought we were starting at 4.
We're
Yeah.
all having a wonky time.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho.
Yeah.
So,
Time's weird. Anyway.
I just did not know if
Is that where?
Lorathriel had released Mordor back to us yet.
Right.
And so I was trying to gauge that, because if it is still Lorathriel, I have zero interest in talking to him. And I would like to continue on my path over towards Poppy to figure out what's going on in the corner.
Yeah. I'd say with a 9, you're not sure. You look and you don't know Mordark well enough to understand. You've never seen him read, but maybe this is a part of his personality that you haven't discovered yet. And so that's
I'm going to continue over to
Okay.
Poppy.
I'm going to produce a card.
The flamboyant sparkles is another
It is
thing
an
over there.
invitation to one of my gentlemen's clubs, whichever one is nearest by.
okay.
You and your friends may join me here in an hour's time, if you wish. I am very curious about that book.
Okay. Have you read any other books about the Favorite War, or
I have.
could you bring one?
Kyle, can I get a book of favorite? Or would I have that in my own personal
So, yes,
480 pounds
I'd say
of
yes.
books?
You would have another book that it is not this same tome, but you'd have another one that's more along the lines of like general history that sort of like mentions
No.
it. God damn it, high level.
It's like the encyclopedia entry.
Yes.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, you wouldn't have something that would be
Yeah.
as in depth as this book. This book is a very, very specific deep dive into this event, which is what caught your eye and got you so interested. But you do have a bunch of other tomes that sort of like mention the event in passing, sort of as like a cornerstone event for different eras. But that's about it.
Okay. I'm at the Arendor Club.
Yeah. The card that he gives you, very beautiful, but it's not an address on it, but it just has a sort of like landmark. So across from the Bridge of Cats, the Arendor Club, unmarked building, big red door.
Okay. I will meet you there.
Thank you. This was weird.
Yeah.
Quite the spectacle. Can you go
God.
now?
Oh God. Are you still here?
Is that how you flirt?
No.
You'll never find a suitable mate this way.
Can I have Mordark back?
The time has not yet come.
I'm just gonna slump down in my chair and start trying to make some headway in this book.
We could fast track the timeline. Maybe by visiting this gentleman's club. We could get crafty.
I'm going to visit Gentleman's Club with my real friends. You are not invited.
He said
I concur.
if you and your friends would like to come.
Do you
You're
think
not
that
a
you're my
friend.
friend?
By proxy.
I don't think that's how that works.
I think that's exactly how by proxy works.
I don't think friendships work by proxy.
Do you have Mordark's best interests at the top of your priorities.
Yes. Why?
Well, right now, so do I.
Why do you need to go to hear more about the war? I thought you understood all the things.
Oh,
and
those
you were
books?
there.
That's all propaganda.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
Like, did I just get a useless book? 23.
23.
Now Kyle gets to decide if you're wrong or not.
When he says it, there is not a ounce of doubt in what he is saying. He believes what he is saying completely. Knowing what he is, who he is, that is what throws you.
Okay. And why do you say that?
History is not always written by the conquerors or the conquered, but by the survivors. And those who wait out long enough will typically see that their positions and stances are educated in however they see fit. The long story short is that what's in the best interest of all living creatures isn't always what's in the best interest of some living creatures. Is this making sense?
It sounds like you're an advocate for sacrificing some for the benefit of all. I would like to look down and see if there is any text that says who this book is written by.
So the book does not have an author.
Okay.
Seems to be like a compiled work. So there are sections that have mentions of different authors. Sorry. There is the section that you started in. There's a mention of a Alston Brina.
Austin Brina?
Alston, Alston.
Okay.
And this is the section that kind of covers what the Favorite War was and why it occurred, the tone of it is very much what's the right word? They are drawing conclusions based off of other historical events and findings. So artifacts that might have been uncovered, writings from more well-recorded points in history. So it's not so much we know for sure that this happened like this, but it's
It's like theories?
somewhat, yeah.
Or like a hypothesis about, okay.
Hypothesis theories, yeah. The section which goes into the conflicts is
Oh, so the conflicts is mentioned in it.
yes.
Okay, great.
It is mentioned briefly, and there's like it's almost like a block quote within this same section. But an individual quoted by the name of Edric, he talks about how the item known as the Fate Conflux fell into the hands of a very ambitious group of ancient Eldari, and their desires were beyond this world.
You said a very ambitious group of Eldari?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it goes on to try and give like a description of the item.
What was the last part? A group of ambitious Eldari whose vision was...
whose ambition
Whose
was
ambition.
beyond this world.
Okay.
But reading through it, you notice that some of the descriptions and like the drawings of what is known as the conflicts of the Fae do not match or line up with the item that you currently carry.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
I don't like that.
Azrai,
I don't like that one bit.
I don't like that at all.
Well, at this point, I've made my way over to Poppy, who apparently is now also in conversation with Lorathril, who I did not want to speak to.
You're tense, Ranger.
What was that?
I'm sorry, what?
You are tense, Ranger.
I'm sorry, am I supposed to be loose? There's currently somebody occupying one of my companion's bodies. I'm supposed to be okay with that?
I will need 7 days with Mordor next time so that you people can get acclimated to these conditions. It's really not that awful.
Or just never again. That's also significantly less awful, but I'm not really here for you. Poppy, who's your new friend?
Had he left already?
I'm not
Yeah, I
real.
packed up
Yeah.
and left
Okay.
quietly as you guys were all talking oddly to each other.
I
Just
actually
friendship.
didn't get his name. Just seemed like another weird, fated encounter with an odd person, and he had actually heard of the Fey Rift War, which usually when I talk about it, nobody knows what it is. And so he seemed like he might have some more information, and he wanted to learn about this book. And so in about an hour, I'm planning to go meet him for a drink to talk more about the Fey Rift War. Do you want to come? I don't know where Marcus went. I think he left, and then Einstein ran after him, but if you want to come with me.
Yeah, I mean, anyone who might know more about the Fey Rift War. I mean, we're here for knowledge initially anyways.
Exactly.
At the very least, we can still get that out of this
Yeah.
situation.
So I have a book and a lead.
Running short.
Well, Lorathiel, would you like to share any information or keep saying
still look pretty
weird
tall
little
to me.
things?
Well, yes, the lizard is on the taller side. I will be taking my leave for now. Elf,
Faye.
Ranger.
You saying Ranger because you forgot my race?
I can't remember your race. Yeah, human,
He's
right? Human.
Human.
Elf, human. It's been delightful. Until next time.
Delightful's
Where
not
are
the
you
word I
going?
would choose.
To return more dark.
Oh. Already?
Soon.
I'm getting the feeling that he's talking about needing to finish completing the things that he said he needed to complete before he could return Moradork to us.
No, there's a. You can hear like a distant voice, sort of calling, like the back of your mind. It's almost like someone shouting at you in the distance. But you sense that it is coming from the mirror. There's a connectedness and awareness.
It's been lovely. Until next time. And I'm going to beeline it for Purnell's office.
Okay. Yeah. As you rush up the stairs, down the hall, yeah, you approach his door. It's currently closed.
A barge in.
All right. It's currently locked.
This blasted lizard doesn't have any thieves' tools on him. Did I see where Dante retrieved the orb from?
So you would not have seen that.
Okay.
They would have been in a different. So they would have been like actually deeper into the library, and Dante went into a room that was kind of like on the backside of there, and then he returned with the orb.
Is the orb the thing you gave me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to send me some notes or remind me exactly
Oh well, yeah.
what that
I got
does again.
Oh, this is bad.
I'm not adding that to my inventory.
This is bad. I'd like to. Can I shoulder the door?
Sure. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Please work.
It's your first door encounter.
Mm-hmm. He rolls amazing as
strength.
the Wrath.
The parentheses next to it are all my mods, right?
Yeah.
15.
15. So you shoulder it, and you hear the wood like splinter and crack, and now like the door has a bit of like give back and forth. You feel like another like that would probably burst it open.
I'll give it a go again.
Okay.
It's my third 19 of the night, baby.
Damn.
Okay.
I want my
All right.
seat back.
Yeah. You
Shiny.
look
dice.
around, and then
He
you
likes
just
them.
kind of like, and the
He hasn't been here other nights though.
wood around the lock just like splinters and flies out. But the door is open. The office is currently empty, but you can see currently on Dante's desk is a beautiful ivory bow that is kind of sitting mixed in with a lot of like papers and an ink pot and quill. But yeah, Dante is not nowhere to be seen right now.
Inkpot and quill, and I'd like to flip over the back of a piece of paper.
Okay, sure. Any of these papers, all of these are notes. They are recaptures of the rooms that are inscribed on the bow. Yeah, you can flip any one of those over.
And I'd like to jot down whatever he considers an agreeable amount of gold you will pay to Moradark, the sensational.
Sensational.
He thinks highly of himself.
As you finish writing this, you hear once again the back of your mind, like from a distance, like, Larry. Sorry, you said a suitable amount of gold?
Whatever he deems to be a suitable amount of gold.
Okay. Gotcha. But yeah, that's, you want to do anything else in the office?
I think I'll sit in the chair.
Okay. It's a very comfortable, large chair, and you can tell the seat is like, the cushion is worn, not ripped, but definitely like gets a lot of use. Like Dante is here in this office, sitting here quite a lot.
Okay. And I'll reach out, pass my hands along the ivory of the bow, sitting across the desk.
Okay.
There was a bow on the desk.
Make an Arcana check.
Which mod is Arcana?
Intelligence.
Intelligence? Bro.
He might have that as a skill if you look like a little below.
Might have that as a skill.
Under skills, you do have Arcana
Skills,
plus 14.
Arcana.
Jiminy Christmas.
Bro. 27?
Yeah, this is an item that Lorathio recognizes as an ancient elven relic that was passed down over the years from one elven ranger hunter to the next. There was a point in time where you wouldn't have known like who that item might have sat with, but you, looking at the runes, you recognize the shape and the make. This is a one of one item.
Okay. Another sheet of paper, quill, and ink. I'll also leave him a note. Lend this bow to the ranger. If he's worthy of it, he shall keep it.
Isn't this one of the subplots of Dumb and Dumber?
And Thorn.
Magical ancient elven bow.
No, but it kind of sucks that like none of us know that he's doing this right now. Go a long way for winning some trust, maybe, or maybe it's bribery. I don't know.
Nope.
Anyways,
Wish I could talk to you right now.
You don't know.
You don't know. And then I'll relinquish my grip on this plane and swap
Okay.
my places back with Mordark the Sensational.
So you take the mirror out, and as you look into it, you can see Mordark's face, and he looks up, not concerned, but almost like kind of like a confused look. He's like, Leary, hey, do you know where? And as he's saying it, your presence begins to drift, and you swap with Mordark. And as you, now, Mordark, reassume your body, sitting in the chair in the desk of Dante Purnell, looking around, and for some reason, you can't figure out why, but...
Where am I?
Is this thing on?
This is Brunel's up. Hey,
Yes.
where am I?
You've been here before.
Oh.
How did I get in Dante Purnell's office?
I left him a few notes. I would probably leave if I were you, Mordark. I'm gonna go rest now. I assume... Did you get to try the hot spring while you were here?
Did I?
Well, hope you enjoyed your respite.
I appreciate it. I needed it. Thanks.
Anytime.
We'll talk soon. I gotta go. I'm beelining it out
Alright.
to the center of the library.
Yep, so you head back down. Okay. As you're heading down, you see that the door to the front of the library is open, and you watch as Poppy and Azariah are exiting.
Guys! Hey! Where are you guys going?
Mordark?
Yeah?
Lorathiel's gone?
quick, read the title of this book.
Faye.
Okay, we're good.
Weird one. Alright. You guys, I guess we were just in a library.
I would like to punch him.
Who,
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Not trying to cause damage. Just not a lot, like not a full-on punch. Just 19.
19? That definitely hits. Mordark, you take a point of bludgeoning damage. Actually, what is Poppy's strength modifier?
My strength modifier? +1.
Yeah, just 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Why the hell would you do that?
You didn't have to hit me.
Sorry. And I'm gonna hug him.
And I heal 1 point.
Yeah, do you need
And that was so
What?
dumb, you idiot.
What do you mean? He gave me a night off. I needed it.
Yeah, and didn't give us anything but grief.
Well, that's not exactly true. He ended up giving us a lot of help.
Did he?
Yes, he forced Dante to help us and give your memories back and to give us books and aid.
Oh.
I mean, I don't like him, but
Wait.
objectively,
But was
he
he
helped.
also the reason why he took my memories to begin with?
No, he took your memories because we killed a bunch of people last night.
No, we were...
Yeah, we killed people and we came here to
I guess that's a
investigate
question
about
that
it.
we need to ask him, because...
To ask who?
Dante. At a later date. But we were confronting him, and then he wiped all of our memories.
Confronting him about last night.
Yes.
So what does that have to do with Rathiel?
Lathril was there. He could have
No.
done that for the reason of...
Rathiel wasn't there last night.
That was me.
No, he was there when we confronted Dante.
Oh,
And then
I'm confused.
all
Anyways,
I know
where
is
did
my
he
memory
put
got
you?
wiped, and then everything afterwards was nothing but Dante and Lathril.
Yes.
I naturally would draw the conclusion that they're all linked.
I don't know. But where did he put you?
Oh, in his world.
In the Fae? What?
Oh, it wasn't really wild. It was pretty tame.
Well,
Very relaxing.
what was it like? What'd you do?
There's a golden sun all of the time. Really distracting. And there was fruit. There were people to help me and cater to me, and I don't know, just ate, sat around,
So you're
took
okay?
a nap. Oh, I took a bath. Wait,
Does he smell cleaner?
it still smells.
He smells exactly the same he just did.
I don't think you took a bath
I took a fake bath.
But it was nice, right? So you should take a real one.
I guess, yeah.
So why'd you do this? Why did you trade with him?
Because I was so stressed about having to defend Dante. I don't even know if I'm supposed to defend him. He went down. I gave him my last health potion. His side chick dies. He gets pissed at like. What did I sign up for? Why am I here? What's going on?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. So I leaned on my friend for some help. And he gave it to me.
Okay.
So where are you guys going?
I'm reading this book about the war to try to learn anything we can.
Do you want me to just ask?
That's quite alright.
He's kind of made his opinion known, and he didn't really volunteer any other information, so.
We've had plenty of conversations with him.
Opinion. So he didn't like tell you?
He didn't really tell us much. He just said that the book is propaganda. But the book is kind of all we have, so. But we did meet someone here in the library who had actually heard of the Fey Rift War, so we're gonna go meet him in about an hour.
How old is he?
I don't know.
He's gotta be ancient. Well, the theory's like thousands of years old.
I didn't say he was at the war, I just said he knew about it.
I think
He's
it's
like
just
a,
been
else
well
we've
learned.
seen.
he's a book person.
He's a book person.
We've actually had a conversation with someone else who knew some about the war.
That's wild.
It seems like there are some people who have studied history who know about it, but it's just like not popular, and so people don't talk about it. It's bizarre. It does
Okay.
feel a little bit like propaganda.
Well, so we're going to go meet him?
In an hour. That's what I just said.
Oh, what do you want to do in the meantime?
Read the book.
Ugh.
Have you
Where'd
ever tried
Marcus
to
go?
like collectively read a book together?
No.
This is kind of difficult, awkward. So you can read the book.
Do you know?
That's what I said. That's
where-
what he said. What are you doing? I said.
I
I'm
said,
reading
what are
the
we
book."
gonna do?
Yeah, where's Marcus?
Marcus and Ansora.
He, I don't know, got upset and ran out after an altercation with Rathiel in your body, and Ainsora went after him. So
Oh.
they're somewhere outside or in the city. I decided to not intervene for once.
Wonder if he's drinking somewhere. We have an hour?
Mm-hmm.
Laughing Dragon?
I'm gonna stay here and read.
I do have a place that maybe you and I could go check out
Where to?
now that you're back. How far away is that gentleman that Roderick told me about, who was the
Ooh.
person to speak to about procuring
Oh,
special items?
so he told you that you should go to the ASP and you should look for an individual. Sorry. Make sure I remember the name that he told you.
You gave me a name.
It's Cade. I believe it was Cade, the name that I gave you. Yeah, so Cade was the individual that he told you to look for. The Asp is a somewhat seedy tavern. Roderick told you it was on the in the rougher part of town.
Is the Asp the same place that Marcus found his...
Yes.
I
Same.
thought so.
Yep.
I wasn't there for that, but you were talking about it, and I was like, I think this is that.
Same place.
Is that sniff on purpose? Is it cocaine?
Yeah.
Got it.
Marcus
I
is
can't remember
drugs.
what it's called in this world.
It's what
Fire
assaults
salt.
or...
Fire salt? Yeah.
Yeah. It's drugs.
Not toast pit.
Okay. So-
If I would I... Oh, shit, I don't think Marcus told us the damn thing about it. I probably have no idea where this place is, do I?
Roderick gave you an idea, or sorry, Rodney, not Roderick. He gave you an idea that it was in the seedier part of town, which is south, and he basically told you just look for the Asp in.
Would you like to go explore the seedier parts of town? I hear there's a place called the Asp that might have items that we're interested in. Be a good time to,
What kind of items?
I don't know, what kind of items would you want to look for?
Well, what kind of items do you want to look for?
Magical items. Items for combat. Things to help us hunt and kill, or maybe
A little-
information to help us figure out, what's going on. Who knows?
A little birdie told me that something really cool is coming your way.
You can speak to birds now?
No. Maybe Poppy can do that. I don't know. I don't know what she does. But anyways, no, I won't spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil the surprise. You're getting us a surprise. But
Okay, that's fine. Do you want to go to the seedy part of town with me or not?
sure. Let's go.
Okay.
Are we going stealth mode?
I
Are we sneaking?
the middle of the... If you want to. Do you want to sneak all the way to the seedy part of town in the middle of the day?
I guess the bad guys only wanted to kill Dante. They didn't want to kill us. So sure.
I mean,
We'll
we
just-
handled them fine yesterday, so
Okay.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
just go. What the heck?
Okay.
Feeling pretty good.
Cool. All right.
Great.
Well, we are going to go ahead and take a break there, and then come back. 5 minutes, sir.
5 minutes.
Bio break. Oh. Good soundproofing. Oh, there we go. We're back. Cool.
Every time.
All right. So, after a somewhat short walk, about 15 or 20 minutes south, you all start to encounter buildings and streets that are not very well kept. You see some dogs and cats kind of making their way through alleys. No apparent owner. There are groups of children at play, running through the street. Eventually, I'd say both of you make survival checks.
Survival.
Either survival, or you can, if you want to just ask around. There are people out this time of day. Businesses open. There's a bakery in this part of town. There's also, you walk past what appears to be an orphanage, and you can see that there are children of all ages, kind of out in the front lawn area, kind of playing.
I'm sure the orphans know where you can get blow.
Come here, little Timmy.
Yeah. Okay.
Really great of that one in there.
I'm gonna let the dice decide.
Yeah. I was rolling survival.
Gotcha.
That's a 15.
15,
11.
11. So
They can't all be good rolls.
between the two of you, it takes the better part of another like 20 minutes to eventually, after circling a few buildings, you come upon a tavern that the sign is sort of crooked, hanging, but you can see the letters ASP, and then the remainder of it is kind of like scratched out, painted over. You can't really make out well what it says, but you do indeed see a building that looks like a tavern, adorned with a sign that says ASP.
I think we found what we're looking for. Or at least part way.
Seems to be.
Shall we go in?
You first.
Home of Arendor's finest rat-flavored beer.
Or,
Well, with a recommendation like that.
if we're lucky enough, beer-flavored rats.
Ooh.
Beer battered fried rat. Certainly, yeah. I'll step on in.
All right. So, heading in, you see that this is a not dimly lit. There are no lights on in here. They're using the natural light coming in through the windows, which is not very much because one of the windows is actually broken and boarded up. So, very shadowy in this tavern. And looking across, you can see that there are a few individuals seated at tables, and as you enter, they clock your presence. There's two humans kind of off to the side as you walk into your right, and then straight ahead, there's a barkeep behind it with very like wiry features. So entering, you are greeted by this individual. Hi. Welcome to the ASP. What can I help you with? Can I get you a drink?
I think a drink would be lovely.
All right. What'll it be? Ale? Or you want a bit of grog?
Let's try the grog.
Coming right up. He reaches underneath and produces kind of like a fair-sized mini barrel, and then pulls a cork from it and pours a liquid that is not nearly as viscous as you would hope for something that you are about to drink. It plops into the mug more than it pours. And he scoots it across the bar to you. What about for you? What can I get for you?
Take an ale.
Well,
Oh,
it
come
is.
now. You don't want to try the grog with me.
I'll have a grog.
Oh, there you go. Put some hair on that chest.
I
I don't know if
don't-
you can grow hair, but yeah, this might actually. Any
This might do it.
pours you pours you a
It's like
healthy serving as well.
Everybody loves a good drink that they can chew.
Feel free to grab yourself a table.
It's like dinner and beverage all in one go. Cheers.
I'm gonna go ahead and make that Constitution saving. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, both of you take a drink and yeah, make a Constitution saving throw.
How do I know?
Constitution is one of the big numbers.
16.
16?
17.
17. You handle your grog like champs.
Great.
The
I'm so nervous.
the liquid kind of like it softens as you drink it. Like it goes from almost like a not quite ready Jello to more familiar, palatable liquid, and it burns like absolutely.
Is this like Everclear
feels
and
like
animal fat? Like what is
this is
Clear and gelatin.
yeah.
We're
You-
doing jello shots.
But it's real Jello. It's actual animal fat gelatin.
Yeah, you assume this is probably pretty experimental. Some part of an animal was in this drink. And,
it was?
yeah,
Lizard
All
tail.
right.
It was the rats.
All right, Az. What am I doing here again?
Maybe you could help us a little bit further.
all right.
We're looking for Cade.
Kate. I hadn't seen him in a few days. What you got business with him?
Well, I hope we can have business with him.
I ain't seen Cade, but if anybody knows where he might be, probably be Tessa. He motions his head, and looking over, you actually see very large human female, and she's kind of just hunched over her chair, sitting at the bar in front of a mug, staring intensely.
Warner, she looks like your type. You should go ask her. She's reminiscent of the pirate captain.
She doesn't look a thing like your mother, Az.
Ew.
The grog's hitting.
Okay, I'll go talk.
It wasn't. I mean, Dad?
As you approach, you get about 10 feet away from this woman before you hear a gravelly voice. Stop where you are. What do you want?
You're not very friendly.
Turn on them word art charm.
She doesn't even turn to regard you. Is there a reason I should be?
I don't know. What do you want?
She takes the mug and looks at you. What do I want? That depends. What day is it? What do I want on a fierce day like this? How about today, I make you my bitch? How does that sound?
I usually do this with Marcus here. I don't know what to really do with myself right now. Hey, Az, feeling squirrely?
You got this, man.
God, it's another Gunther situation all over again.
Oh, I saw you how you handled that pirate captain. Come on now. Pirate captain, ship captain. Jeez. Spent too
alright.
much time on different ships.
What was your name? Bertha?
Now, see, I don't know if you've experienced this not. If you've experienced this or not yet, but being a funny guy can be really expensive. So, how about we pretend you and your little friend never came in here. You leave 100 gold on the bar, and you walk the fuck out.
Oh, I actually don't have 100 gold.
Okay, look, maybe this was a bad
Unfortunate
idea.
for you.
I'm sorry, my friend has been feeling a little lonely.
She scoots
Lately.
back from the bar and stands up.
I thought it'd be a good idea for him to talk to you.
Just a few inches shorter than you, more dark, but towering over you, Azariah. And you can see, like, as she stands up, she's wearing like this sort of breastplate vest, and bare armed. Both arms just ripple with muscle as she kind of cracks her neck. So, no gold, and you wanna be funny. Yeah, it's gonna be really expensive.
Hey, what did you even want from her anyways?
You know, listen, I'm sorry. This is a mistake. This was a poor way to do this. We're really just here looking for Cade. I was told that you would be the individual to speak to possibly find him, knowing that he's been absent for the past few days. My friend has been feeling lonely lately, so I let him speak to you. That was clearly a mistake, and I apologize.
You think I'm a mistake?
You,
Shut up.
let me get this straight. So you sent him over here to talk to me because you said he's been feeling lonely? The fuck do I look like to you?
No, you just look like his type. I don't.
Really?
You can make your own decisions about whether or not you want to pursue anything
Thank
with
you.
him. But
Thank you so much for letting me make my own decisions. I appreciate that.
I just figured you were capable of telling him no if you weren't interested.
Get the fuck out of my bar.
Lady, do you even know who Kate is?
Get the fuck out.
Is this your bar?
And she sits back down and snaps, and you hear about 6 chairs like scoot back from their tables, and all the individuals that were sitting in the bar all stand up and begin to walk toward you. One of them speaks up. All right, boys, time to go.
I really don't think all this is necessary.
They grab you and they begin to shove you out the door.
Oh no, I'm 100% resisting them grabbing me.
Okay,
I will do the same.
Bar fight.
cool.
Another.
So
I haven't been in one.
go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh no.
Looking
This
around,
is not how I wanted this to go.
there are
You could have left.
I just wanted to know where Cade was. The DM chose this route.
Well, don't blame him. You
Really
made your
did.
own
You pushed it
decisions.
so hard.
I didn't do any of this.
16 and 3 is 19.
That's an 18.
All right.
Oh, damn it. Sorry,
Sorry, give me that again. You said 18?
I have 18.
I have 19.
19. Okay.
I don't want to kill these people.
So 3 of the individuals that stand up, very like muscle bound type, and each of them are carrying like what look to be like improvised clubs, maybe like old legs of chairs. And then there are another 4 individuals who stand up, a little more seedier. They wear cloaks and things like that. But Tessa, the large female, she just kind of like goes back to her drink and ignores the situation that's happening. The barkeep, you see him duck down behind the bar. He said, "Ah, shit," and he kind of like ducks his head underneath. Mordark, you are up first.
So there were 3 individuals,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody else is not paying attention.
No, sorry. So there's 3 larger individuals, and then there are 4 more like dexterous, like you.
Great.
How close have they gotten to us?
They're on you. So they are attempting currently to grab you.
Yeah.
But you did beat them initiative, so you can.
Free action. I'm gonna yell out to Azariah. Get down.
Okay.
Do you do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I cast Thunderwave.
Thunderwave.
Yep.
All right.
That's a D10.
Oh man.
All right.
Hang on. Let me. Thunderwave is.
Wait, is there a map?
I think it might be for like visualizing what it's gonna affect.
Yeah, he's gonna need the guys out here.
Alright. Combat pose.
Oh, I missed everything. What is this?
I really just wanted to resist them grabbing me.
What did you think was gonna happen if you resisted them?
Well, I'd just resist, and they'd tell me to get the fuck out, and then I'd decide if I was going to leave from there.
They had already told you to get out.
She told me to get out.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
and they
multiple
did
times,
too.
and they did.
Okay, well,
Gotta take some accountability.
I still wouldn't have been
You
cool.
guys pushed this
I
pretty
still wouldn't
far.
have been cool. I still wouldn't have been cool with somebody just grabbing
No.
me.
It's a natural reaction, but it is gonna result in a fight.
That's fine. Just,
Don't die. I'm not there.
like, you've done such a great job.
I've brought a few people back.
Not since I've been here.
Brought Marcus back.
No, you brought him back as a fire elemental.
Nope. And again, last night.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So, all right. So, Tessa sits here, and oh wait, sorry. Where's y'all minis? Yeah, this is not like a large space. So
Thunderwave gonna do some damage, baby.
yeah, dang it. Stay up,
I'm glad I use nothing but a bow and arrow right now.
right?
in the close quarters.
It's okay. I have a sharpshooter.
All right, so yeah, Mordark, you're here. Your thunder wave is a 15-foot cube.
Oh yeah. And it'll push everyone out 10 feet that are in that 15-foot cube.
So just like into the walls.
Bless you.
Bless you. All right, so it goes straight out from you. Which way are you pointing?
That's not him.
This one?
Yeah.
Doesn't it radiate?
Where's Az on the board?
Right here.
God. Probably those guys that are like all behind us.
So like this way?
Yeah.
All right. And what's the DC for your thunder wave?
Constitution 12.
Okay, so these two succeed with a 20 and 18,
Those jackwagons.
and then the two behind them also succeed with a 15 and 18.
Are you serious?
Sorry.
Just vibrated them.
Yeah.
Never make.
It'll still
never
roll
cast things
damage.
with them.
Wait, is Thunderwave, is that a cantrip?
It's
It's a first level spell.
it's a first level spell.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage. So they'll take half. They won't be pushed back though.
Well, I rolled it already. It was 11, so
11, so 5. All right, cool. You cast the spell, and you watch like the chairs and the tables. They all get like shattered. The ones that are like all on this side. So this set of chairs and tables, and the bartender like pops his head up. Oi, the fuck, man!
If we
Sorry,
survive
dude.
this, we'll take care of that.
Is that in your turn?
Bone it. Wait. My the app is glitching. Sorry, 1 second. I want to
Can
bonus action dash to position myself in the doorway if possible.
okay, sure. You can dash. You can get around there. You will take an attack of opportunity from this guy right here,
Okay.
and
He better
he's
not.
going to swing his club at you. That's a 12 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
All right, so tight quarters. You like slip around, and he just like swings down, crashes into the table. All right, Azariah, you are up next.
Alright, I'm just confirming. That does not help me. So any attack I make currently will be at a disadvantage, huh?
Yep.
Because there's no way to get anywhere.
What you doing?
Tough choices. Alright, well, since I'm in the motion of already like ducking, because Hardark yelled at me and told me to do so, as I duck, I want to kind of spin and attempt to knock an arrow aiming for the individual that is a couple of squares away from me.
This one? Or that?
Yes. Well, either one. Dealer's choice.
Yeah. Go ahead
At
and
the same distance.
make an attack roll.
And as I pull that arrow back, I'm going to whisper the arcane words for Zephyr Strike.
Okay. So
And
go ahead and make your attack. It is a disadvantage because you're currently face to face with an enemy.
so I'm going to be at a disadvantage no matter who I attack, huh?
Yeah, it's if you have somebody up against you and you're making a ranged attack. So it's not necessarily like trying to shoot that person right next to you, but because you're being
No,
eerie.
fine. Then I'm gonna shoot the guy who's right on top of me. Then.
Cool.
I'm gonna spin and kind of like dropping down, trying to aim upwards. Zephyr Strike gives me an advantage, so it will not be at a disadvantage.
All right. Go for it.
What am I hitting with today? Oh. What's my
Are you
weapon?
doing sharpshooter on this?
I'm feeling spry. I will sharpshooter,
All right.
but I will state that my aim is not to kill, it is to hopefully incapacitate.
Azariah would know that. I'll say, since you are
I'm not
in
gonna aim for
melee,
vital.
you can make it non-lethal, but ranged attacks normally don't get that delineation. So,
Oh,
because you're base to base, you can make it non-lethal. Like you,
Okay. Well,
That's not real.
can we reroll that?
It's
We missed the tower.
it's cocked actually.
it's more dick.
No. We have to roll in the tower, right?
No.
No, that's a 2, bud.
That's a
That's
two.
a 17.
Total.
There is no total.
All right. So,
That's a +8 minus 5, so that's 5.
all right.
To hit.
That doesn't hit.
Really?
Do you have a bonus action?
You don't say.
Any bonus action or movement?
No. Zephyr Strike is a bonus action. I don't have a bonus action.
I got you. Okay. Cool.
And I don't see much of a point to try to move.
All right. Cool.
Wherever I move, they're gonna move with me.
So, ending your turn. Both of these individuals are going to grab you. So go ahead and make a either athletics or acrobatics check.
I'm grabbing you.
So, all right. So you get kind of like wrestled into a full Nelson by one of them, and he is going to pick you up and sort of begin to move you outside. This one was also assisting. These three, or actually, sorry, these four are going to move in. And they all produce daggers, and they begin to like kind of surround and threaten you with the dagger, and then they motion their head toward the door. Do you start moving towards the door?
Hindsight, I realized I probably shouldn't have shot the arrow. I didn't even think about the fact that I could have just said, okay, I'm leaving. I'll move towards the door.
All right. So you head outside. This individual stares down at you, more dark, and he just like kind of looks you up and down for a second, and then kind of tosses you out into the street, into a puddle. Walking back into the tavern, slam the door behind them, and
I thought I was dead. I thought I was dead. I was like...
I don't know why the thought didn't even occur to my mind that there was no reason to actually continue with an attack just because we were in initiative. We could have just walked out.
Yeah.
not everybody wants to just kill you. Sometimes people just mean what they say when they say, get the fuck out.
Okay.
I panicked.
What do we do?
Well,
We just wait at the front door for Caden.
I don't know what he looks like, but we can just ask every person that walks through the door.
Doesn't seem
So-
if we want to.
Poppy, you have been reading this book for the last 45 minutes, and
Eyes are burning.
you like look up and blink for a moment and kind of look outside. You can tell that time of day is kind of changing a little bit and getting closer to that hour point. So, would you like to continue reading or make your way toward the
I'm
Karen
gonna
Club?
make my way out,
Okay.
but I want to stop if I can at the librarian station that he referenced.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Sure. Yeah. So you
See if there's anybody there.
yeah, and at the time when you first entered, no one was there, but now you can see sort of like perched at the top of this station behind the desk is a gnome male, and he's got like wiry black hair and sort of a little like bald spot shining in the middle. And as you approach and walk up, you see he kind of like,
Hot.
and he puts a little like cap on his head.
Okay. Gotcha. Hi.
Hello, miss. Yes, how may I help you?
You work here?
Oh, yes, I'm the head archivist.
Okay. This is gonna sound really weird, but I met somebody earlier in here, and I didn't catch their name, but it seemed like they might be in here often, so I was wondering if
Oh,
maybe you knew them.
Rebel.
Rebel. I don't know if that's can you describe him so that I know if we're talking about the same person?
Yes. Lord Rebel. He is the library's most persistent attendee. He's here every day.
Persistent. Oh, gotcha. I was reading a book and had a run-in with him. He's a little odd. Did you say Lord?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So he's one of the noble here in the city?
Yes.
Gotcha. Are you friends?
Oh, no, we're not friends.
Oh, really? I thought maybe with him being here every day that, we talk. And...
I am here to serve his every whim and need while he sits and studies endlessly, seems like.
Well, I mean, you're a librarian, not a servant.
Well, if you meet him tonight, tell him that, please.
Oh,
I-
okay.
Can't really tell him that, but actually, don't tell him that. Never mind. Forget I said that.
My job.
But yeah, Rebel. He is a fine, fine person, elf. Yep. Rebel is amazing.
I'm not gonna tell him you.
Thank you.
I threw a hard candy at him.
Oh. Did you hit him?
No, I missed.
Damn it.
I know. Just those stupid floating books. And he said something annoying to me, and so I just threw it.
Oh. What is that you're reading, by the way?
Oh, it's a tome on the Fey Rift War.
Oh.
Have you heard of it?
Not much interest in the Fey Rift War or the Eldari, but I do make a study of ancient lost civilizations myself.
Have you ever been to the ruins of Miri?
To the what?
Oh, never mind.
No, what?
It's just-
Where is this?
I'm not from here. I'm from further into the continent, a really small town called Bee Grove, and it's just north of there. There's just some ruins, and heard legends that it was from long ago.
Where is Bee Grove?
Do you have a map?
Yes, I do.
And I'll point out to him where Bee Grove is.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Big honey export.
Yes. Just north of Megatronus. I see.
Yeah, we've traveled a long way to get here.
You have. Did you travel by land through the waste, or?
Technically, yeah, we went upriver. We took a boat around the coast and then upriver.
By sea?
By sea,
So by
technically. Well, by sea and then by river, but we didn't walk through the Red Waste.
Yes.
It was an inland river.
Yes. Yeah, but.
Anyways, there's
Rebel.
ruins out there if you ever go on a expedition.
I don't know. I'm more of a bookworm and a writer myself. I am
A
actually
writer?
working on a tome as we speak. Well, not as we speak, but you know what I mean.
What are you writing about?
Oh, all the ancient civilizations of this continent.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
actually putting together a bit of a anthology, if you will.
Interesting. And the Eldori?
Yes, for Eldoria. I don't want to brag, but I've gotten
Brag.
records from the continent of Verdentia and from the very secretive library records of the Eldorian Alliance themselves on recommendation from Lord Keeper Purnell. So, yeah, I think it's gonna do pretty well.
Wow, that's amazing. I'd love to read it whenever it's available.
Well, if you hear whisper of Quill Noblehand on the wind, that will be me.
Wow. Well, I have to go meet not so noble rebel, but have a great night.
You too. Yeah, try to. Anyway, good night.
Okay. Do you have any advice for dealing with him before I go?
Oh,
I'm supposed to meet with him later.
yeah. My advice is, if you deal with him, do so where you have the leverage.
Okay.
Do not deal with him in a situation where you need him.
Is he someone not to be trusted?
Oh, he's fine. He's just
He just seems kind
He's
of
spoiled.
stuck up. Yeah.
But again, I didn't say that.
I'm a delight.
No, never. Well, maybe I'll see you soon.
Hopefully so.
All right. And I will start making my way. You said Erendor Club, unmarked building with a big red door across from the Cats Bridge?
Yeah, the Bridge of Cats.
Bridge of Cats.
So when you first came to Arendor, you entered the city through the river port, and the bridge that you all crossed to come to the eastern side was the Bridge of Cats. So
Okay.
there was this strange architecture, but lots of feline hang out in that area for some reason, and they sort of congregate.
Okay.
And so the city, in recognition of that, built little feline statuettes on the corner posts.
Interesting. Okay. I will start walking in that direction, and I just want to keep I haven't really been by myself in the city before without any of my friends, and so just keeping a wary glance around,
Okay.
and specifically for any like automatons or red boots is
Gotcha.
at the top of my mind.
All right. Go ahead and make a perception check as you walk.
Perception. 10.
10. So there are.
Rolled a 4. I don't like sitting around.
There are no automatons as you travel that you notice. But this time of day, it's still pretty warm, and you see that people are out either kind of cleaning in front of their homes or just going about their day, grocery shopping, different things. But you make your way across town to the Bridge of Cats, and eventually you come to a building that is detached from the buildings beside it, and there is indeed a large red door with a big golden handle in the middle that is inlaid with some intricate designs of flowers and leaves.
Okay. I'm going to reach in my pocket, look at this card, and just take a breath, look around, and go up and try the door handle.
Okay. So you walk up, and as you grab the door handle, the card in your grasp, it begins to like dissolve and disintegrate, and you watch as the handle itself kind of glows slightly. You grip it, and then it opens.
All right. And I'm gonna push the door open and start to walk in.
Okay. Walking in, as soon as you cross the threshold, you begin to hear this very beautiful symphony playing, and it almost seems to be like a surround sound effect, like it seems like it's coming from all sides. But as you walk in and approach a larger open area, you can see a very nice bar with 2 barmaids standing behind, making drinks for customers, and within there are 4 high elves that are currently sitting at the bar, 2 with long dark hair, and then another 2 who are female that have a shorter blonde crop, and they both look strikingly similar. Like these are likely twin elves, but they sit on either
2
side.
sets of twins?
1 set of twins, so they're
Okay.
twin here, and 2 males in between them.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Weird.
The yeah,
Gotta ask about that.
the
Love some twins.
layout within, there are tables with a good bit of space between each of them, kind of giving a bit of privacy. But looking around, you see each table there is high elves, and that is all.
Okay, it's like a high elves only. Okay.
Has she read for an hour and then went to go to the club? Okay. Where would Azariah and I be? I guess we never said like what we were doing next.
Yeah.
But it has been an hour.
Yeah.
Would
So you guys are.
have gone back.
Yeah, you get up out of that, the
Poor
mud
judgment call.
outside of the asp, and kind of dust yourself off and begin to walk toward the. I'm assuming that Poppy told you guys where the club was at.
I did not.
No, we actually have no idea.
We talked about it, and then they were like, "Let's go."
Yeah,
Yeah.
towards the library.
So you probably go back to the library.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Cool. If we were going there, I just wanted to get involved. But if not,
Yeah.
we're going back to the library.
All right.
I'm gonna, like, feeling self-conscious. I'm like, okay, this is
Yep.
other elves. Okay.
Um,
trying to dust off the armor, and do I see Rebel yet?
Make a perception check. So, Rebel, where would you
15.
be currently
I've got a
sitting?
private room.
Okay. So, you look
Not
around.
that kind of room.
You don't see. You don't see
Gentleman's
Rebel
Club.
anywhere.
Okay. I would
In
like
the
to approach the
Victorian
bar.
sense. In the
Hi,
around the world
do
in 80
you
days.
have-
Are you familiar with the London
Actually,
Gentlemen's
like,
Clubs?
look at the bottles behind
Of
you.
different, there's the Geographic
have
Club,
gin?
there's the Scottish Club, there's
Yes,
the...
of course. And this beautiful elven barmaid turns
It's where rich
gracefully,
people go to hang
and
out
she
when they're
grabs
bored.
like crystal bottle from the top shelf and uncorks it and begins to pour for you in this like nice green crystal goblet.
I started to reach for my tin cup, and I'm just gonna nothing down there.
There you are, madam.
Thank you.
Would you like for me to open a tab for you?
I think it'll be just the one.
Okay, well, that will be 25 gold pieces.
Okay. I'll get out my little purse
Far
and dig out most of my money.
Okay,
Here
thank
go.
you.
I'm actually looking for Lord Rebel.
Oh, yes. Lord Revel is actually, if you head up the stairs just this way and you walk to the very last door, he's in one of our private suites, Suite 3.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Enjoy.
Oh, these people are so weird. And I'll start walking. I'm gonna take a sip.
Okay.
Is it
The
good?
booze is on point.
Amazing. It is the best drink, alcohol-wise, that you've ever had.
It's really good.
No animal fat? What?
No, I went to a high elf bar and ordered gin.
You're not doing Jello shots in an IO bar.
I'm not doing gelatin shots. Okay, I will keep walking
Yep.
back there, and I guess look for Suite 3.
Yeah, it's easy enough. As you head up the stairs, you can see each door at the top of this landing is numbered 1, 2, 3. So you make it to Suite 3 and
Okay.
go ahead and knock or enter.
I am just going to enter.
Okay. So, Rebel.
So it is a lovely, decent-sized room. There's like 3 or 4 couches. There's some armchairs. There's a ton of books. This is like my regular room. So I've got books everywhere, in addition to the books I already have.
Basically
And
an
I am
apartment.
same thing. I am studying again. I've got books floating in front of me, and I'm writing stuff in my book. I see, I'm like, oh, and I close my books, and I'm like, welcome. What, did you bring friends? This is your friends.
You know what? They kind of went to look for some magic items and stuff. They've been fiending to find some enchanted items.
I wish they would have come here. The steward is quite adept at finding almost whatever a member needs.
Well, knowing them, there's a good chance they didn't find anything wherever they went. So we might take you up on that. But I didn't want to be late, and so I just headed over here instead of waiting for them.
Okay.
This is nice. Also, is
It is.
it only high elf like us
Yeah,
allowed?
I believe so. Father maintains the membership.
I just noticed that there's only high elves, and where I come from, my family is one of the only high elves.
Oh,
I'm not used to being around us.
many of my friends, most of my friends, I think maybe all of my friends are high elves.
Does that
Yeah.
worry you at all?
I'm not concerned with such things.
All right.
I am very, very curious about the book.
Yes, I brought it.
I will make you a bargain. You may go. Order whatever you wish. Drinks, food, ask the steward to find you items, potions, what you need. Let me read the book. In this room, I will not remove it.
Oh, I don't
Just
know if
tell
I
them
can
to put
trust
it
him.
On the Sundancer tab.
The Sundancer Jam.
It's my father's name.
And what's your name?
Revel Sundancer.
Interesting. Do you know Ainsora?
Do I know Ainsora?
Yes. So
Okay, socially, like same level as me, up, down.
Ansora Arcadia of the House Arcadia is noble, also a high elf. She participates socially, but she is a bit more, say, kind of like you, like distantly
Okay.
participate. So,
House what?
Arcadia.
Oh yes, House Arcadia. They are friends of the family.
Yeah, she's become a pretty good friend since we've come to the city.
Excellent. She's welcome to come to the club.
I
think her father may have a membership.
I couldn't tell you.
Avail yourself of the services and the premises.
I'm not too concerned.
Oh.
If you would like to read some of the book, that's fine, but I won't leave you alone with it.
Okay. He just wants to read it.
Is there
can I
anything?
Arcana check real quick just to see
Sure.
what I could find in the book? Any advantage, disadvantage?
Say you can make a Arcana check at advantage.
I want to see if there's anything of interest that I read in the last hour that I can think to share.
Okay.
Nat 20, baby!
Ooh.
You stole my seat. That's my seat.
It's the good dice.
Kyle, I don't like
I
this
rolled
side
a
of
lot
the
of
table.
20s in that seat.
It's tough.
I'm not made to be in the corner.
So
I'll switch. I just need an
No,
edge.
no,
I
you're
get,
fine.
I get claustrophobic if I don't have an edge.
I know.
I feel that.
So, after you begin reading, and then Poppy shares a bit with you of what she read as well. Your
I thought this part might interest you. I wasn't sure what to make
yes.
of it.
there are parts of this that strike you as interesting, and then there are other parts that just they seem to, like, the logic seems to like fall apart as you read through it. The section that she points out about the conflicts of the Fae, it stands out most as it is described as this possibly world-ending item that could cause a catastrophic breakdown of the planes. And the way that it's described, the way that it was used, doesn't line up with your understanding of the arcane arts. And you sit with it for a while, and you read the notes of the archivist, and you work through the arcane formulas that he references. And when you finished, you kind of scratch your head a bit, because there's certainly information missing, obfuscated, or changed in some way that leaves this item as either something that someone doesn't want to be discovered, or for anyone to take interest in.
Can I sense power, though?
In the book itself, it's mundane.
Not power of the book, like just there's something.
Like,
No.
can you
I'd say with a natural 20, you read through this, and it seems mostly like bullshit.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
You seek this item?
I practice small magics. I'm a healer. I'm a midwife, but this doesn't make sense to me, and I don't know if it's just over my head or somebody had said something about the book just being propaganda, and I can't get it out of my head.
I don't know about propaganda, but I think maybe it is merde. Bullshit. But do you seek this item? Is this what you and your friends do?
No, I'm not seeking the item.
What do you and your friends do?
I'm not sure yet.
Where would your friends be now?
Honestly, they're probably getting in a fight with someone right now. typically how this works is odd twists of fate force us into helping others, and then my friends get hurt, I heal them, traumatic things happen, and we keep moving.
But what is it that you do? Why? What are you pursuing?
Me personally or our group?
Your group? You? Both?
I don't know. For me, I drink some more.
It's really
I wanted to. God, this is so
I
good.
pull a little bell pull, and it's like the best food is brought in,
Great.
like all the snacks, the best snacks.
Charcuterie.
Yeah.
Should have kept our dog.
Yeah, you guys should have came with me.
Mistakes
Like
were
pseudo
made.
dragon
So
salami,
many
the
mistakes
whole
were made.
everything.
I
I didn't plan on
am from a
isolating
small
us.
area, and it was great.
Poor planning.
And I love helping people. But I realized that my ability to help was severely impacted by the lack of knowledge available to me. And so I wanted to leave, to learn more, so that when people were in need, I was always capable.
This
Ended
is
up-
quite noble.
I don't know. I think it's more
Is
self-serving
this what
than
you
it seems.
friends do as well?
No.
They seek to help people?
They all have their own interests. They're all very unique people. Some of them are childhood friends, and the best way... Have you had experiences that you can't quite explain before?
No. But I am
Lucky
quite
you.
intrigued.
We've
Would your friends go back to the library?
Probably. We can meet them there. The reason...
I invite them here.
We will.
And I'm going to tell... I think
Oh,
tell
yeah,
one
yeah.
of the stewards, go to the library, find these gentlemen, and I describe the Dragonborn and the Ranger.
Human.
Bring them here.
Yes, my lord. I will send a runner.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bless you.
We've had odd twists of fate, circumstantial meetings, dreams, directives that have put us on the path of interpreting what happened in this war and potentially preventing it from happening again. And so right now our
Happening
groups...
again? You have some indication that this is happening again? This Feyrift War is history. It is thousands of years.
Maybe as a noble who spends all his days in the library, you don't hear the rumblings of common folk.
Those are common folk. It is at Zerendor. Everybody is in his place.
Maybe you don't speak to the lore keeper as often as it seemed.
The whom?
The lore keeper.
I speak to the Lord. In the library? He fetches me books.
So the lorekeeper, you would see him and speak with him in social circles. He generally doesn't spend a lot of time in the library itself. Like the archivist, who is
Got
his
it.
gnome, would normally be the one that would fetch your books. But lorekeeper Purnell, he's not.
Are you talking about the archivist? The gnome that was
No, I'm talking about
me?
lore keeper
Okay.
Purnell.
I thought I knew the Lordkeeper socially.
Maybe if you had less than 3 books in front of you at all times, you'd understand more of what was happening now.
Usually I find people know much less than books.
There's always an exception, right?
Interesting. The hand of fate moves you and your friends
That's what
to
I
prevent
found.
another Feyrift War.
Potentially. Right now we're trying to understand if that's what's actually happening. Fate isn't as direct as giving us a specific adventure or...
So I want to cast Augury as a
Okay.
ritual. So it would take me 11 minutes. I ask you, I was like, I need a moment. And he just sits there at his table and he's moving his hands and muttering in magic.
I want, like, I'm paying such close attention to
And I
this
think by the time he
unknown
finishes,
magic
these
to
guys
me.
will probably be there. They'll probably take him in the non-elven entrance, though.
Okay.
Oh, he's racist as fuck, but he doesn't know.
Oh, that's clear.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's like, why would I need to talk to non-elves?
You can make just a straight Arcana check as
An Arcana?
you kind of like observe him sit down, begin
Proficiency.
this ritual.
Whoops.
Master proficiency.
14.
14.
I'm guessing this is not the kind of magic that I'm familiar with, and so I'm just kind of.
No, as he begins to like mutter this incantation, you can tell that this sits outside of the domain that you are familiar with, and lies more in the arcane. So this is, say, a 14 is enough to get the understanding that this is some sort of divination.
Magic.
Yeah, you know he's
It's
casting a spell, and you see that he's trying to see something, like he's looking for something.
I'm just gonna
I'm
continue to
basically
watch.
trying to understand, is what this group doing actually what they think they're doing, and should I join them?
Okay.
Does he seem like he's conscious of his surroundings?
No. For 11 minutes I am.
I would like to walk up and look at the books that are surrounding him and see if they actually contain. Like, I want to read some of his notes.
Okay. Yeah,
Some
you
strong
can
gin.
let her know which books
different way. We just got
for your.
He has his hand on one book,
Mhm.
and that's his spell book. And I would assume that if you're any kind of spellcaster, you would know, don't touch another man's spell book.
I'm not touching.
But anything else,
Actually, I don't know very much at all. I'm not very smart.
isn't there, I don't remember the rules, I'm sorry to metagame here for a second, but don't you get, like, zapped if you grab someone else's spell book?
She does not intend to touch anything. She's just kind of like gonna lean over and try to catch a glimpse.
He's reading in his book and casting.
Yeah.
So
This
yeah,
is so entrancing for Poppy. She's like, oh my god, magic.
yeah. You look around and like a lot of the books that are in this space. Most of them make mention of like the history and legend of like powerful magical items, some of which are unnamed, but they do.
Are there diagrams?
Yes.
Do
So
any of them look like the conflicts?
there is.
Because the diagram in my book doesn't look like what we have.
I'll say make an investigation check at disadvantage.
Damn you.
Is you are trying to quickly kind of like scan through the
Upside
books that
down.
are here.
At disadvantage?
Mm-hmm. And the time that he's casting this spell.
It's a 16 and a 19. Okay, so 16 plus 2 is 18.
It's a pretty good roll for disadvantage.
Right?
Yeah.
So
The dice tell the story.
yeah, there is a book. It's not one that he was currently reading, but as you're like scanning through, you see one that on the front has a symbol that's very familiar, this pyramid shape, and you quickly like flip it open and then start flipping through it, and you see an image depicting the fake conflux, but it's not titled as such. It is titled as a mysterious talisman for channeling. So it's almost got like a generic title, but the description, location, all seems to be unknown. So this is a record of the item and a depiction of it, but nothing more.
Okay. What? Okay.
And then,
So what do I hear in my augury?
and what was your question specifically? You cast.
Productive.
Is this group engaged in something? I'm really just trying to find here. Is this group engaged in something I shouldn't be a part of?
Gotcha. So as you finish this ritual and you take the scattering of different like baby dragon bones and throw them on the floor, your eyes roll back, and then your consciousness is pulled away, and you see flashes of a battle that seems to be taking place underwater, and you see flashes of another battle that seems to be occurring within a library, but this library is actually engulfed in flames. And then your memory or your vision flashes again, and you see these friends aboard a ship. And in each of these memories, you take note of a odd kinship and companionship, that there is overall feeling is of weal. You feel that what they are trying to accomplish is good, but there is a mixture of hesitation and woe, that they are going about it in a way that is unintelligent, is probably the interpretation that Revel would take.
Damn.
They are swinging wildly and trying to do the right thing, but not in the right way.
Okay. By the time I pop out of this trance again, feeling this, has the steward found?
Yeah, I would say at this point, the two of you have made your way back to the library, and as you were walking up, there is this young high elven boy who is currently like standing, arms kind of like hands clasped together, like standing in front of the library. And as you approach, hello, are you friends of the elf known as Poppy?
Yeah. What does she get into now?
Oh, well, the Lord Rebel has asked me to summon you to the Arendor Club, as he is currently having an audience with Poppy, and he would like for you to join them.
Okay. Okay, dude. Hey, listen. You seem like a nice kid. All right. Can we just like, what is she in the library? Can you just is she hiding there? Like.
No. She is currently meeting with Lord Revel, and
Who is that? What does he want from us?
he wants for you to come to the Arendor Club and to sit and talk with him.
Not the brightest kid, huh?
I get the feeling he's not going to be able to answer your questions. I'm assuming Lord Revel is that
Follow me.
sparkly fellow from the library.
He takes off
What time
down
of
the
day?
street and begins walking expectantly, but doesn't answer a
What
question.
time of day is it?
He continues walking. Please, keep up. It's this way.
Are you asking Kyle or the boy?
Sorry.
Oh,
Kyle.
you're asking me?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was like, wow, Kyle just like shut up about the time of day.
It's currently a little past midday, so like 2 or 3 o'clock.
Okay. I really wanted to go see Dante, but this kid apparently knows where Poppy is, so.
Well, our last adventure of splitting up didn't quite bode so well. Maybe we should just get the group back together and
We'll come back.
go from there.
We'll come back. All right. Well, yeah.
Mosey on.
I'll also mosey.
Okay. So yeah, a few moments later, you all arrive at this building, this large red door, and you watch as the boy like leans down, whispers something to the handle, and then you watch as it glows and he opens it. This way, please.
Okay.
Follow him then.
All right.
And as you make your way in, he points to the. No, actually, he'll escort you up the stairs and then bring you to a door with a golden 3 on it, and he will knock. Lord Revel, your guests have arrived.
Excellent, excellent. Is these your friends?
I think so. Is the door
Oh
open?
my gosh, it's you.
Hi.
It is me.
I saw you earlier.
Sparkle fingers.
I saw you early in the library, yes. You are the big lizard.
I only caught you on your way out.
okay? I do not know what you mean.
Oh my god.
Oh,
The two of them is gonna be.
Yeah, you
somebody
actually
else
haven't-
for a little bit. It's a really weird to explain. I got a friend, and he's really magical and powerful, and he gave me a little like relaxation day, and he took. Ooh, that's weird. He took my body for a day.
I have consulted the weave. It has said that you live lives of great interest, great power, and great chaos.
I would say that is accurate.
He rings a bell.
Oh, I see. Great
I-
interest and great power.
Dude, James is gonna.
I don't know. We I don't feel very powerful right now.
Mordark, are
The
you
weave does not lie.
okay?
Yeah, these jackasses threw us out of a bar earlier because Clark couldn't mac on this fat lady.
Who?
Who the fuck's Clark?
Because Az couldn't.
This is what you get for playing a character who's just you.
Because Az couldn't mac on this fat lady.
Sir.
What's wrong with fat ladies? Huh?
Well, it's nothing wrong with her. It's Az's incapability to I don't know, schmooze her over.
You were
Mordark,
the one trying to schmooze her over.
we haven't known Az for very long, but every time I leave you unattended at a bar, you cause a fight. So I'm gonna bet that it wasn't Azariah's fault.
What bar? What bar were you going to, and what were you seeking?
Oh,
Yeah.
different part of town, buddy.
The steward here can find almost anything.
He mentioned that they could help with like
The boy?
curing.
And there are
Curing
drinks
magical
out, there are
items.
snacks out, there are like great places to sit. It looks like there's other rooms, maybe going back to bedrooms and bathrooms.
If I remember what you both said, the steward here can help with attaining magical items, and it might be a little bit more reliable than wherever you guys went.
That kid is determined.
What?
I said like 4 words to him, and he's like, go on, we're going, and we went. So I believe you, actually.
What do you seek?
I don't know. You
I'm
said-
gonna
I
go
see
up
Kate.
I would like to go up to
You seek
Mordark
Zicade.
and
What
Az.
is Zicade?
Well, that was the individual I was looking to speak with.
Does he have a surname?
All I know is Kate.
Arendor is a city of hundreds of thousands. There may be many Cades.
You said your steward could help with whatever we needed, and that's what I needed.
I could ask him to find Bob. He would go out and find me the first Bob he ran into. Maybe the first Cade as well.
Do you need specifically Cade
never
or
mind.
an item?
We can deal with this later.
Also, as you guys
I've
are
already
talking,
had
I
bad
want to
time.
go up to Mordark and Azariah, and I'm just like looking them over for injuries, just mother heading them. Like,
I'm
"You
fine. They
intact,
just
intact."
picked me up.
As-
I don't know how they picked me up. I'm so heavy.
You
There were 2 of them.
Oh, there were.
They
two
were
of them.
almost as tall as you. Look, it was just a moment of bad judgment on both of our parts. We'll circle back to that. What is going on here?
Yeah, what's happening?
They have good gin.
Oh,
Do they have any grog?
fuck the grog.
That grog was quite good, and I didn't get to finish mine.
He'd get you some if you asked.
Well, we were just going over the book some more, and he was about to. He
I
had
know
just
what I
casted
want.
some magic before you guys came in. I actually don't know what he's doing.
How do I get the steward?
He rings a little bell. The steward walks in.
All right.
We love
okay.
a DM player.
Boy, there's a barrel
Boy.
of orcish blood brew at the Lucky Lamia. I need you to go there, talk to Andri, get 3 pints of it, and bring it back here. Can you do that?
My lord.
Yes, and my tab. Whatever
Very
they
well.
wish.
Very well. I shall return. And he leaves. Yeah. Let's take him.
So what did you just do? You've been sitting here, for minutes, for a while. You were sitting here and
I
doing
consulted the weave.
Okay, would you care to elaborate on that?
The weave is where magic comes from. The weave binds the material plane and contains it from the other planes.
What did it
The
tell you?
weave is what you tap into when you cast the spells.
Does this ring true for me? I'm like, I get my magic from my god.
Sure, you can make either Arcana check or a Religion check.
I will probably. Actually, my Arcana is better.
Your Arcana is
8.
better than your Religion. You said 8?
Yeah.
You don't,
It's confusing.
you don't know. You know that you pray and then you...
That's not really how it works for me, but anyways, what did you consulted it? What did the magic tell you?
That I would like to join you.
You think it's an
That's-
open invitation?
No, I am asking.
That's
I am requesting.
Well, why?
I have
why?
much knowledge. It seems you are at the center of dramatic and powerful events. I have studied in this city for many years. I have read every book they have, and apparently they are now keeping even stupid book from me that does not mean anything. But I seek the power to enhance my magical ability, to shield, to protect. I think that I need to go out of the city, and I did not want to go on my own. I have been dreading this and avoiding it. But the
Who do
weave
you
has
want to
revealed,
protect? You've spoken of it a couple of times now.
well, first myself. And I wish to have my family see that I am not a failure, a dilettante.
Because you're.
Is he our age?
He's elfishly your age.
He doesn't... Yeah, you can't really tell. Like, it's
Okay.
difficult to... It's difficult to gauge how old an elf is. So,
I know
you
this
can
is a
make
tough
an
one
intelligence check.
because it's like a player v player check, and I know we don't typically do that, but I just want to get a sense for like, does he feel trustworthy in the sense of like his morality for power isn't dangerous? Like that's what I'm trying. It's like, is this a power hungry person who just wants access to magic, or is this someone who's like actually virtuous to help people?
So if you're trying to assess the
Intention?
of what he's saying, you can make an insight check, and then Revel, you can make either deception or persuasion, but your choice. Don't tell us which one. Just roll and add your modifier.
Okay.
Can I also get down on this insight check?
Sure.
As someone who's meeting someone for the first
Do you
time.
want to help me? Can you give me advantage?
21 on my intelligence check
That's how that
21?
Yeah.
to check his age.
Oh shit.
So
Should have just helped you.
I'll tell you in Discord.
Okay.
you don't know his age exactly, but you know that he is probably a younger elf, just in
Yeah.
disposition, the way that he kind of like carries himself. Still very like regal and noble, but just there is something, I can say, less mature about the way that he carries himself, and less like he seems like he's your age. So
Okay.
I just Discorded you.
Can I have advantage?
what'd you roll for insight?
13.
13. So you've met like now two people that are new to you. Like the rest of your party you've known them since you were kids. So there's a brotherhood, sisterhood, camaraderie that kind of binds you all together, even when they make really bad decisions. And you know that each of you have like your own sort of dreams and things that you want to accomplish. When you listen to Rebel speak, it seems like he's been waiting for an opportunity, and it has just presented itself, and he is wholeheartedly ready to help you accomplish your goals, but on the road to, you don't feel like this is completely selfless. Like he's excited to join you, and he wants to help you accomplish what you're trying to do, but he definitely has like a stake in it. Like,
And he goes, excellent, outstanding, this is a wonderful day. Avail yourself of the services. And he starts pulling down books, and it's like How to Travel, Erindor Atlas, like
Yeah. Pulling tour guide.
Buddy,
I'm
buddy.
sorry. I know
Whoa.
you seem very
Lonely
excited here,
Planet's
but
Guide to Leaving the City.
no one's agreed to anything yet.
Also,
Some of our group isn't
that looks like
even here.
a travel book. We're here for a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can help even more in the city. My family, the Sundancers, we wield great authority, great power, great wealth in this city.
Great, you help us, and maybe during that process we'll get to the point where we're comfortable with you traveling with us.
We do have 2 other people who travel with us, and we have to get their opinion before you join us. But you do seem like you might be helpful.
I would hope. I know many things, and I know people who know more.
You're
I mean-
willing to admit that there are people who know more than you.
Why, yes, I am still quite young.
Well,
Someday, maybe no.
it's great that you know so many things, but can you handle yourself?
I do
don't
not
know,
know.
Az, can you handle yourself? Because I can't handle myself.
Mordark, are you okay?
I'm tired of getting beat up.
I mean, I
gotta
handle
get
myself
stronger.
fine.
Perhaps
Have
In
you
time.
if you
ever
did not fight, you would not get beat up.
It's not always that simple.
True.
This is a good point. Have you ever had an
Confrontation? Fight? Anything? Any kind of actual combat training of any sorts? I mean,
I have
Sorry.
had much combat training. My family has an arms master, and I have studied extensively with Jacques. He has taught me the dagger and the quarterstaff, and he swings his staff around. And I know spells that do this, the missiles of the magic.
Okay, so you won't like go running and screaming or fall dead instantly if we get in a fight?
I have killed many dummies.
Okay.
I love it. I love it. I've blown up a pirate ship and you've killed a ragdoll.
and yourself and your companion.
Jacques has fought in many wars, and he says that I am talented.
Okay.
Only one way to find out.
Rebel, your sending stone, it pulses, and
Great, everybody's got sending stones.
you are,
Oh, I should have put this on mute.
and
On the vibrate.
as you remove it from your pack and hold it up, you hear the voice of Elrin, the headmaster of Erindor Academy. Rebel,
Yes,
I have reminded you many times, your father's name does not mean that you get to skip your classes. You must report to combat training at the school this next morning, or you will be dropped from your classes and expelled from the school. Your training at home does not count toward these classes. Please. And the message ends.
All right. Oh, the message ends. Okay, never mind. I don't just respond.
You can respond. So this is
It's like message, right?
once a day sending. Yeah.
That sucks. I tell him, consider this my resignation.
Okay.
All
Did he
right.
say that verbally?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or in
and
his
then
mind.
press the stone so that it sends it.
Okay. So yeah, you press into the stone. You speak this message, and then There isn't a reply of words, but you don't hear any reply.
Okay. I got kicked out of Georgia Tech. Air Indoor Tech.
Yep.
I'm sorry, you resigned from what now?
It's this school. I've always this school. They tell me that I must do this and do that, and I am ready for something different.
Honestly, that's kind of relatable.
Yeah.
I just hope he didn't just resign from something that he should be in, thinking that he's going to roll with us, and he doesn't even know if he's rolling with us yet.
I have a feeling
You need a drink.
he can
I mean, you're not
remedy that if he needs to.
wrong. I also, yeah, I just.
And he kind of looks you up and down. What? Describe your character to me. Yeah, there you go.
What just happened?
Well, I was in the midst of preparing.
I do love that pipe. I really thought about making him a smoker, but the whole thing and the smoking thing didn't quite jive.
But the French thing and the smoking
Yeah.
thing.
Oh man.
And you could
I
have one of
really
those
expected you to
long
have a cigarette
Yeah,
holder.
he could do a cigarette holder.
Anyways,
He probably could pull off a cigarette holder.
Azariah is a human. He's wearing a green cloak. He's got a breastplate with like a light leather jacket over the top of it. He's got a bow and a quiver. He is currently in the process of pulling out his pipe because after the day that he's had, he really just needs to chill. And he has actually, this is the first opportunity I've had to explain his hood being down. The first couple of times it was explained, his hood was up and you couldn't see much of his facial features at all. But he does have like dusty brown hair that's kind of pulled back in a half pony, kind of keeping that
Okay.
from falling out into his face. And he's got just basic, nothing special brown eyes. He does have a bit of
Human, elf, half elf,
human.
work.
Human. It's about 5'8", and yeah, that's all I can think about.
I ring my whole thing, and I ask him for, and I kind of whisper, and he comes back with like the best pipe tobacco in the city, like the absolute, like the
Hot.
stuff, like the absolute thing, and a really dusty old bottle of whiskey.
Oh,
What's that?
I think
I told you this club they find anything you wish.
At this time, the other runner makes his way back, and you can tell he's a little bit out of breath, but he is currently carrying a good-sized barrel. Your orcish blood brew, sir.
Oh, good. Yeah, thanks. We're gonna
There
need
you
this. Oh, okay. Just drop
Book
it
the
in front of
room
me.
for 2 days and send the bill to my father.
Oh, yes, my
Having
lord.
rich friends is nice.
He
he's a little too generous, and I'd much like to know why.
I'm
Take
not
it for as long
generous.
as we can.
Daddy's generous.
Papa.
But I'll just go ahead out with that as I'm taking the tobacco and packing
Hey,
the pipe.
what's
And,
what's in the bottle?
Revel, oh, have I gotten your name yet? I don't believe I.
Lord. We've been introduced as Lord.
Yeah, I think
And they said
Lord-
that Lord
Lord
Revel like requested you.
Lord is my father. I am Revel.
Revel, you seem awfully generous to a group of individuals that you just met, and I don't quite understand
I have been talking
why.
with your friend Poppy here for several hours now. Fascinating person.
He did tug on a weave or something like that too.
She has the heart to serve. And I think it is true. And
Drink
after
some more.
speaking with her, I consulted with the weave, as I told you. This is where my power comes from. This is what I study. This is my life. And the weave has told me that you are at the center of a grand adventure. Power surrounds you. Opportunity, danger. This is maybe the restarting or the prevention of a new Fey Rift. This is interesting to me. And when I consulted the weave, it said, join. For, I am sorry, sometimes they can be foolish.
Do you work for or with your father?
I am supposed to go to work for my father's when I am done with the school.
And what's his business?
Something, I don't know. The money.
His business is money.
I mean, do
He is an
nobles
elf
really
finance
work?
bro. He is an elf trust fund bro. One generation removed from the elf finance bro.
His family is noble and they're lords. Yeah, their business is kind of money and owning things, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Well, that
It's
is
like being an heir. What's your
quite a profound message the weave seems to have brought you.
Yes, it is profound.
Gives us much to think about as well.
Well, it's kind of why we haven't given it to anybody. That's why
Our trust? Yeah, we don't give
Our
it to
trust.
Right,
We have
people.
not given our trust to anybody.
Tend to
Except for the two people we met.
be reserved. Well, I had to earn my way in.
Yeah, and then you went spew in your mouth to that other guy. I haven't forgotten about that.
I didn't
Still mad.
spew everything.
You
we
might
needed,
as well have.
we needed
Bobby's
information.
like 3 drinks in.
So he's like, what can I do to help? What can I do to show you my worth?
What do you study exactly?
Magic?
Okay. I'm gonna bring the book that
I learned
had
some
the
of that
image
recently.
of what we know as the idol
Okay.
over to him. Well, let's start with a test. Let's start with a little thing. I was going through this book while you're doing your magic, and I saw this item. What do you know about it?
Okay.
And I'll point out the image of the item that resembles.
Okay.
Not the item itself. Okay.
No, just
Because I
the.
can cast Identify as a ritual, but
Oh no!
I would have to make an Arcana check if it's just a picture of it.
It's a
Yeah.
picture of it in the book with a very brief description.
Advantage or disadvantage, or just straight up
It's,
Arcana?
say-
it's his book.
You would make it at advantage because you've actually finished this book.
It's a book
That is a 20. Oh, wait, hang on. 23.
23. So, she pulls this out and she points to it, and this is a book that is like, it had your interest for a while, but you haven't been able to connect any dots
She was
further.
specifically, I'm sorry, she was saying that she was showing him the book that she found in the room.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yes, this is over there. It is quite interesting, but I do not know enough yet to completely understand.
What's in the book?
It is a book about an item.
Yeah, so if you want
Does-
to learn more, you read the book.
I did read the book.
So you should know it.
I know this book very well. But
Say,
without the item, I know that it is an item, that it is for the control of magic to make it more powerful, but I do not possess the item, and the book is rather vague.
also, Rebel with a 23, looking at this item and the vague descriptions that are in this book, you are, a bit of inspiration hits you, and you are reminded of what you read from the bullshit book a few minutes ago, which contained a little bit more information, but the conclusions that it drew were all wrong. However, the description of what it was trying to accomplish strangely aligned with this item that has less information.
I
So-
say all that in a French accent. For the God, I don't want to repeat. And I, do you know, do you seek this item?
No?
No.
Okay.
So, I'll say with that, you're almost sure
We
that
seek
the
knowledge.
image depicted in this book that you've had for a while matches the description of the item titled The Complex of Fae in the book that she had. But there's still some
The weave has told me to join. This item seems, if you are not seeking it, maybe that is what we are supposed to do.
Yeah, we should talk once everyone's here. We'll talk. But the idea that maybe something surrounding these ideals or this item could come about again, I get the sense that you're a bit removed by being noble, but I guess that's kind of our intention right now is to find information, like to hear if anybody's talking about organizing, about fighting for these ideals again, the Eldori.
Would I know what Eldori are?
Yeah, the Eldari are...
Eldari, I'm so sorry, Kyle.
No, you're good.
I butcher everything.
It's okay.
In your word.
Everything I do.
Miga.
Amiga.
Miga trains.
They are an ancient civilization of people who all elves are derived from. They were primitive and savage. They were split into actually what you would know from your study is that they were an ancient civilization that fell because of the inability to progress and move forward. So they sought to maintain and keep things as they were, and that was the reason for their fall.
Any resurgence of this group could potentially point us in how this conflict could start again. But I have no clue how to find out information like that.
Well, you got this book from the lore master, who would not give it to me, apparently. But, we might seek from the lore master again. We might seek from... Well, I just quit school. We can't go ask at this school. Would I know, like, who's the most powerful elven mage in the city?
So, among the nobility, it would more than likely be your father.
Okay.
Was the Archmage human?
Yes. But you know that your father has, say, from your perspective, there is certainly a discomfort that he has with being near or around Althorol Marley, who is the current Archmage of Arendor.
Okay.
Your father, as a younger elf, sought to ascend to the rank of Archmage, but after many years of heroism and saving the city of Arendor on multiple occasions, the position was offered to Althorol.
Okay.
So there's
I want to invite Dad to the club,
okay.
magically or otherwise.
Sure.
And I want Dad to do two things. First, I want to introduce Dad to the new gang.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, these are my friends. And second, I want Dad to send a note to college and say he didn't really quit. He wants to be on sabbatical for a year.
Okay.
Go backpacking?
Yeah. I want to discover myself.
So yeah, you take out your sending stone
Oh, I know what really
and
happens in the room.
you call for your father. Yeah, what exactly do you say to him when you call for his help?
I am at the Arendor Club, and I have made some new friends. I think I have a new direction, Father, and I am quite excited. I believe I need to consult with you, though.
The response comes, new friends.
Is he
Are
the
they-
voice of French?
Important.
And he looks around me. Oddly enough, I think yes.
Interesting. Well, I will do my best to make my way over there. have some errands that I need to run, but give me about an hour.
Okay. Drinks, snacks, whatever you want. The pseudo dragon salami is outstanding.
As you guys are
Wait a
sitting
second.
here,
What? What did you put on that plate?
Just the charcuterie is amazing from every animal you can imagine.
Dragon?
Pseudo dragon. They're small. They're dumb. They're like the chickens of dragon.
They're my cousins.
Second, third cousins, twice removed.
knock comes at the door. My lord, a message for one of your guests. A moral dog, the sensation.
The sensational?
And he hands you a rolled piece of paper.
Oh. Thanks.
Of course. Heads out, closes the door behind him.
What's in that bottle?
I don't know. I've been so enthralled with what's happening here in this lovely pipe tobacco.
Yeah, what do dragons like?
That
Like,
I haven't-
I'm trying to read the room. Like, what can I bring in?
I pour a glass.
Make a
and I
history
try
check. You haven't spent much time around Dragonborn.
Yeah, I have not.
Yeah.
I pour a glass and I try it.
Okay. And this is, what are you trying? The whiskey
It's a
that he
really
brought?
extremely dusty bottle of whiskey.
It's a
that-
solid 10.
10. You know that you studied real dragons, and you know that they eat pretty much anything flesh. So, Dragonborn, probably not much different.
Including dragon.
I order the best steak in the joint, rare.
Oh, yeah. After maybe like 10 or 15 minutes, a like large flank of like piping hot meat just comes in, and one of the
Welcome back.
get a grip, get it together.
Continue about
You talking about your hot meat?
You're piping hot.
slap.
A slab of meat is brought before you, and plates are set at this table, and then the attendants begin to slice off bits of meat and serve each of you.
Ooh, like Brazilian steakhouse style.
Yeah.
I like this.
You like reading, right?
It is one of my primary pastimes.
What's this?
Silent winds grow sharp. Words of threat will cause a storm. Echoes brings a fall. It sounds like a haiku.
Who was the guy who
Does this-
delivered the letter?
Sounds
steward?
like the poem we heard sung by In the Street. I don't remember exactly what it was. Cannon wrote it.
Make just an intelligence check.
Yeah, should I do anything
Oh,
on this, or
don't-
should I just read it? Is there a check? Is there a...
I mean, I
Was it
held
the
it.
regular steward? You just asked me if it was the steward.
It was the steward, so just one of the.
Can you call your head boy over here?
Yes?
Okay.
12.
12.
This
There's
poem is
vague
beautiful.
similarities.
Okay.
Silent winds grow sharp. Words of threat will call this storm. Echoes brings a fall. I love it. We should put it in a frame and on the wall. It gives you the feelings.
It's a message.
Who
though.
did you guys mess with before?
You called, my lord.
Who is this from?
He looks at it. I don't remember.
My
His
No
signature move.
brought this?
I know who it was.
Yeah, no need to go any further.
I-
We've
Pretty
seen
sure
this
we
trick
know.
before.
I apologize,
Some of
my
us
lord.
have felt it.
It's okay. My new friends here say it is of no concern of yours. Please continue to bring whatever food and drink.
Oh, yes, my lord.
What are
Is
you
there
going on
anything we
an
can take
adventure?
away?
I have been asking you this for
Yes,
an hour.
I'll start like ushering. I'll stack some empty plates, trying to help.
What about
Thank you.
what about a little litmus test?
Oh.
Dip
You
our
know-
toes in the water.
Do you have any candy?
So what is
Yes,
so?
I'll bring you some.
Thank
You mentioned earlier that you smell. Do you? Are you filthy?
A little rank. Yeah.
We're all
I
pretty
absolutely, when you are not looking, prestidigitation.
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 You just have to say confidence.
Yeah.
Anyway, it can clean anything. So I clean both you and your clothes.
Finally.
Finally, what?
Nothing. You're not stinky.
Yeah, you smell like
Oh.
this strange, like flowery scent start to like emit from your own person.
Do him next.
Okay.
I bathe regularly, thank you very much.
But I don't think that's up to you.
I don't think
that's
I
The
have
up
since
cloak
we-
just like steams it in though.
You know who you're gonna have a blast with?
You know what?
Oh
There's
my
this
gosh,
guy.
Go right ahead.
Marcus!
There's this guy. He's got a super deep cut V shirt. Oh my gosh, and he is rancid.
He basically always smells like he's detoxing.
It's a good thing it's a cantrip.
Yep.
You might need to spend a few hours on Marcus. Just like,
You're gonna have to burn a spell
It's
slot
6
for him.
seconds for 2 cubic feet to clean something.
yeah.
So I mean, I don't know how many hours an evening I'm going to be spending.
He's got some nooks
Casting.
and crannies.
He needs some prestidigitation
To
elbow
answer your
grease.
question, Mordor, sure. Whatever you say, I'm not making any more decisions tonight.
Yeah.
And I will empty my flask, whatever is in it, and take the dusty bottle and
Yeah.
fill it.
Oh yeah. By the way, when
And
you
cork it.
Can I? Let me pour some. Here, let me see that.
Take a little to go.
All right, fine. I got you into some shit earlier.
You
No,
drank-
mother.
I backpack it.
okay, make a sleight of hand check. In Azariah, taking a sip from that
19.
taking a sip from that dusty bottle of whiskey. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh. I wanted the good shit, not the fucking shit.
I mean,
Okay.
they kind of go hand
There are
in hand.
yeah,
Kyle making us roll
15.
contracts is my
15?
favorite.
So
That's a wisdom check.
Oh, sorry.
you don't lose any of your awareness of the situation around you, but you are softly slid into the most comfortable feeling of ease, and the anxiety that you've had about the past few days, it just slowly like washes away, and you feel very present and focused, but completely at ease.
This was whiskey.
Shit.
You got
Dude, you've
toast.
never felt
That bottle's better than a whole day in a friggin' hot springs. Shit.
As have you spent much time in hot springs?
Well, I've been
I
around.
did. In the Fey world.
Does he take my
Elf
my
jacuzzi.
flask from me?
Wait, what'd you roll?
Because I sure as shit ain't allowing that to happen.
I
Sleight
didn't
of
take the
23.
flask. I took the bottle.
23.
Taking you the
23 on the
flask.
sleight of hand.
I
Oh.
just emptied the bottle into my.
You
Wine
emptied the
flask.
bottle?
A whole
It's a
bottle?
wine flask. A wine flask typically holds.
Oh. I thought you
didn't
meant
know
like
that.
a
It's like
liquor
a wine
flask.
skin.
Sorry, I thought I
Those
was
things are
grabbing
like, you know.
As I see them fussing, I'm like, no. And I ring the bell and I ask for another bottle of whatever that was.
Wait, there's more of those.
As the steward returns,
They usually buy by the case.
we do have other spirits available. This one in particular was a single brew, make.
Was there something better or more equivalent?
Let me look. I will bring whatever we have.
Yes.
Okay. So he heads off, and
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
We going into adventure?
Yes, to the library.
I know this
What?
place well.
Why do you
I
want to
did
go
not
back to the
think
library?
He
we
wants to
would
go
have
talk
an
to
adventure
Dante.
at the library.
Dude, we've bothered Dante all last night and today. Oh, I
The
forgot.
boy
about that.
came up and he can't remember. Whose move is that?
I will say, there's a chance that somebody else that does magic erased his memory, not Dante.
I'll take a
I
thought.
mean-
I actually do not want to do this. I've had my memory fucked with enough today.
I think we
You
should
have
give
fun.
Dante a break.
All right. Well,
However, there seems to be
I'm
like
feeling real good right now.
It seems like there's criminal organizations within the city. And if we've been poking our nose around things, it could be from whoever tried to assassinate Dante.
So
Do
as
you-
you guys are having this conversation, the door opens and you see a
That was perfect.
beautiful, much more mature looking elf that resembles Revel enter the room. Almost,
Papa!
almost appearing to
Yeah.
be like floating, and he walks over to Revel. Yes, my boy. Well, I'm so glad you called me.
This is Poppy. She is very interesting, and she is a high elf like us. She helps people.
I will
See.
do like a proper greeting from B-Girl. Like I will curtsy a little bit as I'm used to doing with nobles.
Okay. He walks over to you, Poppy, greets you. He goes and takes a seat at the table, and then looks to Azariah and Mordark, and could you ask the additional help to leave? Son?
No, Father, they are part of, they are friends of the Poppy. Let me explain.
These
Sir,
are my
sir, I
travel
understand.
companions.
Sir, I have consulted the weave. The spell you taught me, the augury, it showed me these three and some others doing incredible things. The Fey War, Father. The Fey Rift.
I'll say, make a persuasion check,
Okay.
and then write it down and hold it. We're gonna end the session there, and come back
Yeah, that is not
next
good.
week.
No.
I want to end the session by saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I tend to forget myself, and I cast disguise self and turn myself into a high elf."
Can I get advantage because I cleaned him?
This
I
is
vacuumed the
such a-
dragon.
Give the appearance that
I
am
vacuumed the
dropping.
dragon, and this guy's pretending to be a high elf now.
Yeah.
This is a clusterfuck. This
All right.
is gonna be so
So
interesting.
we will pick up there next week and see what occurs. Okay.
Okay.
Whoop whoop.
Bye. Bye.